stupid stuff yet.
Belief is a choice. I can believe what I want.
Just like, I feel great. I'm just sleepy.
Exactly. You feel fantastic. You're just really, really tired. But yeah, and then, however, since all of you did level up twice, and we kind of agreed to take care of all the level ups between sessions and add it to your character sheets, level ups technically don't take effect until you take a long rest. So, as a DM, I'm not going to let you leave Liberty until all of you get at least one long rest to get your official level ups.
And I can remove 1 point.
Yes, I would recommend attempting to remove all of them.
I need to spend a week here.
Well,
technically 2 days.
We got a lot of stuff to do, and Sonura can sit around and do 2 long rests a day to take care of that. Quick record keeping at the very end, the gold value of the treasure that we found, and told everyone that 92 gold pieces was 1/5 of the valued treasure. Did everyone note that down on their character sheets?
Yep, I think I did.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah,
for that.
Thank you. I have over 100 now, so I'm like, I looked at it and I was like, wait, didn't I start with like 10?
Yeah.
I'm 97. That's not too bad.
Okay, so everybody's got it. I noted down that we got a few things that we couldn't use. We have a scroll of True Strike and a scroll of Unseen Servant. A potion of climbing was used, and a potion of healing was also in the treasure cache. So I have those noted on my character sheet just so you guys know where they are. But we need to figure out how to distribute that or sell them. Okay. That's all I had for this, to start off.
So yeah, you're all currently stuck inside of Liberty until at least all of you get at least one long rest. Again, reminder, Sonura does have 4 levels of exhaustion currently, so her combat prowess will be pretty poo-poo until those are gone.
Even though I'm beefcake now.
Slightly more beefcake than you were previously, yes. But also, before we begin, did everybody finish their level ups to 4?
We did.
Yep.
I believe so.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I have meta magic now.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. But yeah, so y'all just kind of walk into Liberty. Rosie's currently hiding in a tunnel. What do you do?
Who wanted the spider cord?
Fargar. He's the town alchemist and healer.
I who got the mushroom.
I would like to drag
Exactly.
I believe I'm still on ape then, since we haven't had a long rest yet. So I would like to drag the spider corpse.
I'll come with you for communication purposes.
Wherever we're bunking down.
Yeah. Well, he kind of helped point you out to where his hut is. So you drag this spider corpse behind you, and you walk up to his little hut, and then what do you do?
Hello.
Do you just walk in?
Oh, well, I'm standing outside, and then, like, is there, like, a door to knock on?
There's a door to knock on, absolutely.
Okay. Knock on the door.
Yeah, so when you look at the hut, it's actually a 2-level hut. There's 2 floors to it. And you knock on the door, and he just says, you can come in. It's open.
All right, I push the door open, and is the spider going to fit through the door, or are we going to have to take it through in pieces?
You might. You're probably going to have to leave it outside, and since the spider corpse is right outside the door, you kind of open the door, and he's like, oh, hello. Oh, hello. I see.
We found treasure for you.
It's only been an hour.
We're very fast workers.
You can
imagine
see, like,
how fast we can bring you healing potion components.
Yeah, he was just kind of like at his desk. He was just like writing stuff down. Like, I literally just sat down to write this guide of what not to eat, and here you are with a spider.
We're in town for a while. We have a few things to take care of here, but we wanted to get this to you as quickly as possible while it's fresh.
Would you like me to put this mushroom guide on hold while I deal with that.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And then he just kind of starts to stand up. But as he's standing up, a woman walks to the door. You recognize this woman. It was the crazy mushroom god lady, right?
Right.
And then Fargo sees her, and he's like, Real. It's nice to see you again. What can I help? And then she just interrupts and just slams a few coins on the counter, and he's like, I see. And he takes out this bag and hands it to her. He's like, please don't eat all of it in one place again. And then she just like grabs it and just like tries to hide it from both of you. She just quickly runs out of the hut.
I see.
Yeah, and then
You're also her supplier.
I mean, if I don't give it to her, she's just gonna start eating random stuff off the walls, and then I had to treat her for poison. And honestly, at that point, I'd rather just give them to her. Honestly, at least she's harmless and doesn't die.
You mean wall candy?
Right, wall candy.
We're gonna get the wall candy manual in a little bit. We'll come back for that.
Yeah, she along the lines views it as what can I say? Tributes to the mushroom god, as she would call it. I don't understand it, but I just give her the mushroom she wants, just so that way I don't have to bury her later.
Okay.
But yes, I will start to take... It's dead, right?
It is dead.
I will start to take apart this spider and see what I can do. I might have something for you in a few days, maybe? I've never tried making a spider's bane before, so this might take me quite some time.
The first time for everything. Thank you for the work. Could you also direct us to anyone in town who might have any workings in the arcane arts?
In the arcane arts, who could that be? That might... I would probably say Malia would probably be the best person for that, I reckon. She doesn't really... How can I say this? She doesn't really run a shop, per se, but she's very interested in stuff like that. So you might be able to push off any arcane objects on her. She's a bit of a collector.
Thank you. We'll look into that.
Yeah, and I'll get to her, and he kind of like wiggles one of the spider legs. I'll get on this. I don't even know where to start.
Good luck. Let us know if you need any more resources.
How am I going to get this inside?
Oh, we can help you with that. Would you like some assistance moving it around?
Yeah, please put it on that table over there. He's gonna like just gesture towards like an empty table inside. I assume you move it on top of that table?
Yeah.
Excellent. And that you do. You had to move some of the legs out of the way, but you managed to eventually get it onto the table. He's thankful, and he starts poking it.
Okay, great. Phase 1 complete.
Phase 1 complete. Spider dropped off at the local alchemist / healer. What would everyone else like to do now? Well, what was everyone else doing during this moment?
I'm probably like half asleep, just like around waiting for, like kind of like dazing off into space.
And I'm happy to, in a really non-creepy way, sit there and watch her to make sure she's okay.
Sorry, I was trying to find a pin. What was the name of the person that was told dealt with the arcane stuff?
Malia.
Malia.
You didn't ask, but she is a female elf. You also didn't ask where she is, so...
Well, I figured... I figured it was a small town. We could find her just as easily as we found Fungar.
Yeah, it's a small town. Everything's within walking distance of each other.
Tell them what's the
Most
rough
of-
population of the town.
Rough population, a few hundred, I would say.
Yeah, super small.
Yeah, no, it's pretty small. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
So,
definitely
like
the kind of town where everybody knows each other, kind of
Yeah.
thing. So if you find one person, just be like, "Hey, do you know where Molly is?" And it's just like,
Over there.
she hangs out over there sometimes. I don't know. So you'd probably be able to easily do that. Is that what you wish to do?
I have a few other errands I want to do before I try interacting with Malia.
Okay.
Is Sonura actually sleeping, or is she just is long rest is sleeping, right?
Long rest should be like mostly sleeping is what it is. Long rest is essentially sleep mixed with you are doing other things.
Okay. Did they find a place to rest?
To go find like a tavern.
Yeah. Let's find her a place so she can start that.
No, I can just sleep right here. It's so soft.
Holding my
You
own
just, like-
tail.
There's there's not like an inn or a public house or anything, but there must be somebody who has like an extra room that we can at least put up Sonura in. How would we ask around about that?
Somebody?
Yeah. We're looking for a place to sleep.
Can we ask the guy who was in the store there? I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names, NPC names.
Fargar.
There we go. Can we ask him? Does he know of anywhere?
Do you wish to walk back inside the building and just be like, "Hey"?
I feel
How's it
like
going?
we've imposed on him quite a bit already. I'm
Yeah.
trying to spread out who we're
Yeah.
interacting with.
We'll go harass the mayor.
Yeah.
I need to talk to her for another reason anyway.
All right.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's talk to Leader Inna.
Leader Enna. All right. So you kind of you remember where the building is. I'm not going to ask you to try to remember. It's been literally an hour and a half since you were last there, so you probably remember. So you kind of go back up to like this barracks kind of area. There's like a couple of guards that are just kind of sitting down in chairs on the outside. They're just like, halt.
We're halting.
I've never done this before. You're not soldiers.
We would like to make an appointment with Leader Inna. I have some business to discuss.
And then the other guy kind of stands up and is just like, "Oh God, I hate rookies." All right. Listen, she's not here right now. She had to go take care of a breach like an hour or so ago, so she's probably going to be. I don't know how long she's going to be gone for. I don't think she told us how far the breach was.
I think she'd probably be back later today, but thank you for letting me know.
Yep, have a good one. And he just kind of sits back down, and then the rookie is still like kind of standing. Like, should I sit down?
Is there someone? Is there like a second in charge that we can talk to who's like her lieutenant while she's out of town?
Nalos, you're thinking of Nalos, and Nalos also went with her.
Okay. Same question. Who's in charge right now?
Huh. Normally one of them two is always here.
So it's me then. Awesome. See you guys.
Hold on. I don't even know who you are. I can hold on. And he just kind of like opens the door, pokes his head in, and he's just like, Braga! Hey! Yeah! Hey, who's in charge right now? Nah, she's gone. No, she's gone too. Can you find out? Can Can you fight? Right. Can you fight? Can you just come back later?
I will come back later. Thank you. Who was here with me from the party to witness that exchange?
I might have come with you, but I was probably like half asleep still, so I'm probably just like, huh?
Yeah, okay.
Thought we were gonna find a bed.
We're still going to find a bed. Let's look somewhere else.
Okay.
This town is in dire need of stable government.
The moment they don't have a third in command, they're just like, huh.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to look around for the largest structure in the town. They clearly have the ability to make at least 2-story buildings, so there should be some relatively large houses of some kinds here.
Oh yeah, no, there's plenty of pretty sizable houses that have multiple stories. Some even have 3. Fancy.
Okay. Yeah. I'll look for the biggest house in proximity to the leader Anna's office and see if I can get the attention of the resident.
Coincidentally, that would be the house right next to it.
Okay, I'll knock on the door.
No one answers.
Okay, I'm gonna.
And then you see a nameplate on the side of the door that says
house, yeah.
Leader Enna's home.
Okay.
It's just like, all right, okay, fair enough.
I'm sure she wouldn't mind us sleeping here.
I'm not opposed to. I'm not opposed to doing that, but I'd need the whole party to.
Can I check to see if the door's open?
You absolutely may.
What do I gotta do?
You're checking to see if it's
just
open?
Yeah,
just jiggle the lock, right?
Yeah, you just jiggle the handle to see if it's unlocked.
Oh, I didn't know if I had to do like a sleight of hand or something.
Oh no, you're definitely tired.
I wouldn't be able to do it anyway.
Yeah, so you kind of walk up and you're just kind of like, oh man, I wonder if I can take this like bobby pin. You start kind of picking at it, and then the door just kind of pushes open, and you're like,
huh, I did it.
Huh.
Look, guys, I did it.
Good job.
Okay. So here's the plan. I don't think, but let's get Sonura situated in a place that's not too private there.
I'll lay down on the floor just in the doorway.
Yeah. And who said they were gonna stand watch for Sonura? Was that Lena?
I'll hang out with her.
Okay.
If people have stuff to do, I'm happy to watch over her.
As the resident physician, I believe I also should stay.
Not a bad idea for more than one person to stay there. I think we need to hold off on the rest of us taking a long rest until Leader Anna comes back and we can make something official. But for now, Sonura definitely needs to rest.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
All right, well, you walk into her home, the private home of the leader of Liberty. You know,
wait. Did the guards at the door to her office see this happen? Because like we're literally.
Wow, you know what? That is actually a really good question that I did not consider.
The DM, God.
Let me see if they did. These are the worst guards of all time. It's honestly kind of incredible. I think I think you're good, you know. I think
kind of incredible the kind of trouble we're getting into.
I think you're good. I don't think they see you. I just posted in Cohen's Legacy if you want to see what they rolled. As you can see, they were kind of lazy at the front gate. They were just kind of sitting there. They don't really seem to care that much about their job.
Alan, we're not Cohen's Legacy. We're Vythan Underdark.
I am so sorry. Wow.
I mean, we can see that, but
wow. I completely forgot. Yesterday my brain was in Cohen's Legacy mode. So.
I don't understand of the trials of going into that realm. Do not do it. They do not apply to trespassers.
Well, mostly, like, if you tried to do that, the time goddess will show up and just be like, you should not be here. I need you there. All right. So, all right. Yeah, so the guards have no idea that you're in there. You've snuck into, like, the effective White House of this city, completely undetected. So that's cool. So we have Cole, Lena, and Sonera staying inside the house for now.
Yeah. So that's then the town explorers are me, Topper, and who else? Quiet Fur. And that's it. It's just me and Quiet Fur. Yeah.
I have.
Yeah. Okay. Quiet Fur, are you still an ape? How long does that last?
It lasts an hour. I'll go out of ape.
Okay. So we have a couple of things to do. One, we can continue just sort of asking random passersby about places to sleep and find a good place for the rest of us. Or we can follow up on Malia and sell those scrolls. I'm thinking that might be the most productive use of time to start with, and then maybe ask her if she knows a place to sleep.
Sure, we can do that.
Okay. So I still have to ask some random person if they know where I can find Malia, so I'll just stop somebody on the street and ask.
All right, let's roll the dice. Let's see who you find on the street.
Crazy mushroom lady.
This is my favorite part.
Have you guys seen the Monty Python sketch, Man on the Street?
I have not.
No.
It's from the Flying Circus collection because there's so many sketches, but there's just a reporter trying to ask the opinion of a man on the street, and he keeps running into all these reasons why they can't answer his question. And it starts off with like somebody's like, "I'm not a man," and then the other guy's like, "I'm not on the street." It's like...
All right. So you do come across a human man who's just kind of walking by. It looks like he's just kind of carrying some like a bag of stone on his back.
Okay. Excuse me, sir. I am looking for Malia.
Yeah.
Can you direct me to where to find her?
Who?
Malia.
I don't really interact with her much. I don't really know where she hangs out. I know she hangs out at the bar a lot, I think. Something like
Where is
that. That's that way, and he kind of points to the west. And he says, "Yeah, it's that way. You'll see a sign for it. It's called the Undertakers. And yeah, it's just a bar. They got some rooms there for if you have some business you need to take care of with your lady friends, if you know what I'm saying."
All right.
I never get a room there, but yeah, yep. Was that it?
Thank you very much.
All right, cool. Bye. And then he just starts walking away.
Okay, so they have bedrooms at this pub, but Leader Anna told us last time we spoke to her that they don't have an inn. I guess they just don't think of it as an inn. Let's go check this out.
You're gonna go check out a brothel.
I'll head there. Living in the brothel. Classic adventurer headquarters.
They said they didn't have an inn. Look at this. This is totally an inn.
And then, all right, yeah. So you just kind of follow the direction that the man pointed in, right? And you eventually come across, I would say after maybe 20 minutes of walking or something like that, of just kind of down a pretty straight path. It's pretty obvious to see, kind of a big building. There's a sign right up front that says Undertakers. You kind of see people inside hanging out, vibing.
Okay.
Do you wish to go inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, oh boy.
Excited. I'm not even there, and I'm excited.
He's not that special. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, the best part is after we rent a room, and then we go back and get you and bring Sleepy Kitty in here. See what
Don't
happens.
leave me alone in that room.
That's what Leader's there for.
Yeah, and then you walk in. There's there's a lot of people just kind of hanging around. As some patrons. There is a bartender who just kind of seems to be cleaning the counter currently.
Okay. Yes, I'll the 5th edition removed the skill from the set of gather information, which is always handy in these kind of situations, but I guess I just have to roleplay it.
Yes. I insist that they roleplay everything.
Right. I'll sit up at the bar and order a drink.
All right, yeah. So as you kind of take a seat at the bar, this elf woman kind of walks up to you. She's polishing a glass, like, what can I get for you?
What do you got? I'm new in town.
What?
New in town. Freshly fallen, me and my friend are. We'd like to know what you have to drink. It's been quite a bit of a journey to get here.
Freshly fallen? I didn't think that was a thing.
Oh, well, it's a thing enough that it has a name for it. I learned that.
I've never heard anyone being freshly fallen. We're all fallen, but weird. All right, well, I have ale, a lot of ale, and I guess I can make you some potatoes. We got some mushroom stew.
Ale sounds fine, thank you. Buy for like something. I'm buying.
Do you have any water by any chance?
Yes. I don't know why you came to a bar for water when there's a river over there, but yeah, sure.
Water is the fruit of life, you see.
One of those. All right, gotcha. And then she kind of turns around, takes like a mug, fills it with ale, right? And then she kind of passes that over, and then takes another mug and just kind of dips it in a sink that's just filled with water, shrugs, and just like passes it to you.
Hope you have purified food and drink.
Detect poison in please.
Please tell me it's dishwater.
And then, it didn't look like dishwater. It just looked like a barrel of water.
Oh, barrel of water. Okay.
That's
different.
Yep. And then she hands these to both of you, and she's like, 5 copper.
Okay.
Do you give her the 5 copper?
I hand her a silver piece. That's what I have. I'll just say keep the change.
Ah, thank you. And then she just kind of turns around, kind of throws it into like a bucket that she has behind the bar, and kind of continues to do some cleaning behind the counter.
Okay. I take a look around the bar. What kind of patrons are here?
Well, what you see are a lot of NPCs that definitely would not have a token or a name of any kind. Probably most of them, but there's 2 people in particular that definitely look like they would have a token if I had a map for this. Okay. One of those people is kind of like this pale elven woman that's kind of sitting at a table by herself. And then at a different table on the other side is this halfling man who also seems to be kind of sitting by himself, giving people the eye. The eye, yep.
Sorry, I missed the description of the first person.
The first person is a pale elven woman.
I will. See. Is she sitting by herself?
Yep.
Same. I'll
put
tell.
On the moves.
Yeah, I'll approach the elven woman and I'll just say, "Hello, miss. I'm new in town and I'm trying to get to know the people who live here."
She looks at you inquisitively. New?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, my friends and I recently arrived in these caves from a mining accident.
Ah. All right. What do you want?
Well, we happened to come across some magical items, and I was wondering if you could direct me to a woman named Malia, who I was told deals in the arcane arts. That is you.
Yes.
Wonderful.
All right. She kind of will clap her hands together, kind of rubbing them excitedly, and she kind of like puts her hands in front of her, like start curling her fingers. Like, let me see.
I pull out my scrolls of, a scroll of, where did I think of? Scroll of Unseen Servant and Scroll of True Strike.
All right, yeah. So she kind of takes both these scrolls. She kind of starts reading through them a little bit. Kind of taking her time. She's like really like kind of like analyzing it. Ah, this is a spell scroll of True Strike.
Okay.
Yeah. And then she kind of takes the other one. Because technically, none of you would know this because it's not on your spells list, so it's incomprehensible.
All we know is that we can't read it, right?
Right, exactly. The only thing you know is that you can't read it, so technically you didn't actually know what these were.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm going through that. And then she looks at the other one, and this one is an Unseen Servant spell scroll. So she kind of rolls it back up. Why'd you bring these to me? Are you looking to sell these? Are you looking to
sell or trade? Our group doesn't have any use for them. We can't decipher the writing on them, as you clearly can. So, do these have any value to you?
I can give you gold for it.
We'll be happy to take it.
I'll give you 30 for both.
Sounds
is that fair?
In the future, would you happen to have would you be able to create spell scrolls for us to use? Is that something you can do?
I actually can create spell scrolls. Yes. Why do you want spell scrolls? That's not a service I really offer to just anybody.
We're adventurers. We just cleared out a spider's nest, which is where we found these things. And
good for you! Wow.
I assume there's plenty more out there for us to take care of, including some sort of flaming cult in the cave somewhere. We're gonna find that.
That's great, but I didn't ask you what you've done. I'm mostly asking why you want these and why I should care about you wanting spell scrolls.
To diversify our survival ability in the unknown caves outside this town.
I have wizards and mages that work in the local barracks here in the army that require me to write scrolls for them. And writing these scrolls takes an obscene amount of my time. So why should you take priority over them?
I wasn't aware you were already enlisted as the official town's scroll creator. I was just trying to find a source of resources for my friends and I. I'm not asking for priority, but if there's some sort of wait list that we can get on, that would be wonderful.
I mean, currently, unless you can give me a reason why you should be prioritized, that wait list will never have you show up to the top. I'm just being honest. It takes me weeks to write some of these.
Strong arm. Do it, Topper.
What?
What options do I have? What options do I
Charm
have?
person.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna roll a deception on this. I'm sure you're gonna let me do this. I'm gonna tell her that we have been enlisted as the official fixers for Leader Inna, and that's why we cleared out the spider nest to reopen the route to Braxton or whatever the other town was. And she has many other tasks waiting for us to take care of. So the more prepared we are for the unknown, the better we will be able to accomplish them. So here's my deception roll.
Are you giving him?
I'll give him guidance.
I thought he gave you guidance.
Oh, I just got. What does guidance do for me?
You roll a d4 and add it to the number you rolled.
He did say guidance right before I clicked the button.
Yeah, I was just like, are you
It was
doing
posted.
this?
It was posted. Right, yeah.
So I should roll the d4?
Okay.
Yeah, it might be a good idea.
Might be a good idea.
Well, she, like, so you tell her that she looks at you and just kind of says, so, new, she's like using air quotes, just showed up, but the boss is like, no, they're fine. They're cool. They're totally okay, right? Yeah. And, yeah, I wasn't born yesterday.
Okay. We'll take the 30 gold.
Okay, here's your gold, and then she kind of takes the scrolls and puts them into her bag, right?
Okay.
Kind of closes it. Is there anything else you needed?
Clearly not that you can provide. Thank you.
Perhaps we could do something to demonstrate our abilities.
It's going to take a lot more than just one demonstration. We'll be back.
Okay, I hang around here or the barracks. So,
thank you.
If you come across anything else magical that I can buy off you, I'll buy it. Maybe we'll see.
That's good to know. Thank you. All right. Well, that was unpleasant.
What do you mean? She's my most pleasant NPC. Crazy.
Topper, kissing hand and shaking babies.
Can we ask about a room to stay in?
Yeah, so you kind of walk back up to the bartender, and you make eye contact with her, and she's like, can I help you? Did you enjoy your drink?
Yes, it was fine. I was wondering if there is a room.
You only had water. I wasn't actually asking you.
Oh,
honestly. Yeah, I mean, I hope that the water tasted like water. But I mean, the thing that I helped make, the ale, was the thing I was asking about.
Ale was delightful. Thank you. I will recommend it to all my friends.
Well, it's the only recommendation in town, so they don't really have a choice. But I appreciate that. So, all right. Well, was there anything else I can get you? Another drink?
We were wondering if you had a room available for me and my companions.
I see. Companion. So you want like a group thing to go on? Is that what you're looking for?
I believe that's what companions implies.
Gotcha. All right. Okay. Male or female?
Yes. But we have members of both genders.
Right, but the person who's going to be accompanying you, male or female. Your entertainer for the night.
Maybe you misunderstand. We're looking for a room to actually sleep in. Being new in town, we don't have a house yet.
Huh. I was not, one second. And then she kind of, she kind of goes into the back where the kitchen is, and you just hear, "Hey, Ma! They want a room! Not, they're just to sleep in. No, but like sleep. Yeah, they don't want a companion. Nah."
I'm sorry, was he going to offer his mother? What a cat.
I think we already have enough.
Probably a good thing none of you guys are here.
Yep, probably.
And then she kind of pops back out. She's like, "That will be 5 silver per person?
Per night?
Yes."
That seems reasonable, and then we'll talk to Leader Anna about permanent housing later.
And it's just sleep.
Well, we'd be coming down here for food, but yes.
Well, the food is separate.
Yes, we'll pay for the food.
You don't want anything in the room.
A bed would be nice.
Oh, there's a bed.
A pot.
Yes.
Chamber pot.
Is there facilities for relieving oneself?
There's outhouses.
Appropriate.
Nope.
A place
for
to
everybody.
wash up.
A place to wash up. There's a river.
Okay, is that standard around here?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a running river, so there's like a bath kind of at the top of the river.
Okay.
Well, near the bottom, I should say. Sorry, near the kind of the bottom of the river. Since water kind of flows through there, people kind of go in there, wash up.
Is it sitting before or after the outhouse? That's important.
Well, no, the shower and bathhouse is way on the other side.
Which way does a river run, though?
Yeah, upriver or downriver?
The bathhouse is downriver.
Oh, that's not good.
Doesn't sound like the best situation.
The outhouse is just an outhouse. It doesn't go into the river or anything. We have strict rules about don't fuck with the river.
It's just a pit you dug.
Yeah, it's a pit. Yeah, exactly. It's a pit that we dig, and we pay some guy to empty it every now and then.
Into the river, I'm guessing?
We don't actually ask where he takes it.
All right. I'm just going to add that to the list of things I need to talk to Leader Anna about.
What did you get that third eye, my man? Just kidding.
Third eye.
Okay. So if we pay 5 silver for a night of using the room, that would be we don't have access to that room during the day to leave our stuff there if we were going to walk around the town, I'm guessing.
No, if you keep paying every day, you can keep it as yours. I think.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Ma! Ma, what if they want to come back? Throughout the day? They just want to, keep the room... No, they don't want anyone in the room, Ma! Ma! Okay. All right, yeah. And then she comes back oh, yeah, you can just keep your stuff in there. You can hold on to the key. Yeah.
The room does have its own key.
Yes. And I guess I will give you that key. Ma! Should I give him the key? Okay. And then she just kind of comes back and all right, yeah, I'll give you the keys. And she's she just looks really confused. Just here. And she just kind of hands you 5 sets of keys.
Okay, well then I'll pay her up front for the first day. It was 5 silver per person. 5 times 5 is 25 silver, which is how much gold? Is it gold 10 silver?
It's 2.5 gold.
2.5 gold.
That's
okay.
2.5 gold. Yep.
Okay.
Very good gold.
I have silver. I have silver to make up for that for now, at least. Since I just sold those scrolls for 30 gold, I'll cover all of this. You know what? I'll pay for 2 days up front, so that'll be 5 gold.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
All right.
So we each have our own room. Let's go get the rest of the group and bring them back here so that we don't surprise Leader Anna when she comes home. Unless that has already happened.
During this time, right, while they're at the Undertaker's, let's kind of, do a little bit of, kind of go back to Leader Anna's house real quick, right? And here we, so Lena and Cole, are you guys just hanging out, just chilling, just sitting there?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so Nora, where are you sleeping? Are you just sleeping on the floor?
Yeah,
I
made it
on,
3
couch?
steps into the doorway, and I'm just laying down on the
find.
front foyer, front rug, whatever's 3 feet in
got
the front door.
She's got a rug in the foyer.
Yeah,
so
I'm just curled up on the rug.
All right, yeah, and then I would say after a few minutes, right? Get ready for some adorableness, depending on how you view it, right? But shortly after Sonura kind of passes out, you hear a window opening inside of the house. And either Leon or Cole, you kind of go around the corner and you just kind of like see, just trying to climb through the window, is Rosie. Good old Rosie, just trying to climb on in through the window. How do you respond to seeing Rosie trying to climb through the window?
Oh, God. Hello, Rosie.
Yeah, so you say hello, and then she just kind of like continues to climb in. She's like, hi, and then just kind of closes the window, walks right over to Sonura, and just literally cuddles up next to her and tries to also sleep.
Oh. So cute.
Well, if she doesn't resist, what I'd do is I would probably move the both of them someplace that's out of the doorway.
Yeah.
Maybe on a couch or something like that.
I mean, Rosie's not going to like it, but I mean, if you're able to move Sonura, you can reasonably deduce that Rosie will probably follow.
Okay.
I think we do that. Just so
Ashley, you're okay with that, are you? Or?
I'm asleep. I don't think I'm this any.
Okay. We will be very gentle.
I'm just gonna like mumble, just be like, I don't know, orange and rosy and.
Yes. You sleep that off, dear.
All right, yeah, so you kind of pick her up with relative ease. She kind of ragdolls a little bit because she's not exactly responsive, and you just kind of plop her on the couch and she's just like all spread out on the couch, just snoozing away. Rosie pretty almost immediately gets up and then just curls on top of the couch with her.
All right, time to search the house.
So on the way back, right? Topper and Quietfur on the way back, you run into, guess who? Leader Enna. You just kind of see her just like walking through the street, and she sees you, right? And she's like, "Oh, hello, settling in, okay? I hope."
Yeah, we are. I actually had a few things I wanted to talk to you. Quietfur, can you finish the errand that we were on, and I will meet back with you in a little bit.
Oh, well played.
That sounds great.
Yeah, just walk with me. I need to kind of go back to the barracks.
Sure. Do I know where the barracks are?
It just so happens to be on the same path towards her house. Because they're right next to each other.
Are the barracks where we originally met with her? Is that like the where the guards were?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So what did you need?
I had a few things to discuss, and first off, I was very surprised to find out that this town has no leadership when you and
Jesus.
Shoot, I can't read my own handwriting. What was the person's name?
Nalos. All right, go on.
When you and Nalos are both out of town, there is nobody here that can make decisions about what happens here. Has that been an issue before? While we're walking, I'm trying to walk as slowly as I can with the excuse of having little gnome legs.
I'm gonna need you to keep up, honey. I'm in a little bit of a rush. And then
did something go wrong with the ceiling of the tunnel?
Yeah, apparently there was a giant spider in there, and I lost someone, so I have to handle that.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Is there anything I could do to help?
I mean, unless you know a resurrection spell, no.
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I figured. I'll have to tell her family that spiders, you know? But no, the cave is sealed. That's all taken care of. There was some slain valiant people there too, which was unexpected.
Oh yeah,
but
we were attacked on our way here by bandits. We had no idea what factions were in the caves, but yeah, that was us. Sorry we didn't let you know about those. We figured they weren't that much of a threat anymore.
Well, they weren't. The spider that they were feeding was, but we managed to take care of the spider. We lost one person, but we do what we can, I suppose.
Well, spiders are pretty dangerous. We've ran into a few of them too. We went up to Braxton. We didn't make it all. Batkinson.
Yes.
We didn't make it all the way there, but there were quite a few spiders that we had to deal with on the way.
Quite a few. There's almost a few hundred of them along the way.
Oh, well, we've dealt with 5 so far. 5 down, 95 to go, I guess.
Well, good luck if you decide to continue making it through there. If you are able to make it through, I will owe you honestly a great deal of debt, but we haven't really had anyone successful in doing so.
It seems only a matter of time to make it through there. I think we can do that. We'll see where we end up focusing our energy, I guess. So through our travels in the caves, we found a child that was on her own, running around, and she was the bandits that we had killed were had her in chains.
Is she creepy looking?
No.
I don't know how to answer that.
Does she have like long dark hair, probably around the age of 5 to 7?
You mean she looked like a human child? That's pretty creepy to me. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if she was on her own, yeah, she's kind of weird. I would avoid staying away from her. I mean, I would recommend staying away from her, I should say. Yes.
Well, we avoided staying away from her, and she has developed an attachment to one of our group.
That's not good. I recommend shaking that off real quick.
Do you have any reason why? It's just a child.
Ah, just a child. That child has been, quote, just a child since before I was born.
Okay.
She has been in the legends and the histories of these tunnels since before we even fell down here initially. That's not just a child. She might look like a child, that is not a child.
Okay, well, that's good to know. Is there anything else you could tell me about these legends? Or is there somebody who knows more about them?
Well, in regards to those legends, she has her uses, I suppose, but oftentimes she has difficulty not lighting things on fire, or not burning down buildings, or just not killing people. It's kind of a struggle.
She was capable of killing people on her own. Then why would 7 Valayans have had her in chains?
That I cannot answer. Maybe they just didn't know who she was. Maybe they saw her and they thought, ooh, child. And then they just decided, let's capture that one. Maybe. I don't know. The Valiants are not shy of trying to capture children and sell them into slavery, so they might have just seen her and thought, child, and just decided to try.
I guess what I'm trying to say is she obviously has some sort of restraint if she can avoid burning down 7 bandits who were trying to forcibly take her away.
According to, quote, legends, I don't know all the details, honey, but according to legends, apparently she listens to, quote, her mom. No one's ever seen her mom before. Every time we ask her about, quote, her mom, she just kind of says, what, mom's right here, and then just kind of points to a blank spot next to her, which is mildly terrifying, but okay. So
she told us that too. Who was it who could cast detect magic? Who saw the?
That was Sonura, yeah.
What class are you? I didn't know you had detect. I forgot you had detect magic.
Ranger. Yeah,
Rangers can detect magic at that level. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. It's a level 1 spell.
Okay.
Yep.
Don't have it
yeah,
anymore though.
Hmm?
Don't have
How
it
does
anymore.
that happen?
You switched it out. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, because you have to prepare things. Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's not prepare. Rangers don't prepare. But
Right.
just once you leveled up, you changed
When
that
I leveled
spell.
up, I decided to swap it out for Raining Thorn.
Oh, okay. Okay. Anyway,
Sorry.
we have one of our group was able to detect magic and saw a powerful magical aura in the space that she was pointing to when she said that her mother was right there. So there is something going on. We understand. She's supernatural in some way.
Yeah.
But
I could have told
also,
you that.
we're figuring it out. I'm letting you know that we're controlling the situation as best we can, but this child has taken a liking to us, and I don't know if we can stop her from following us wherever we go, including inside the walls of the city. Despite the fact that when we approached the gate, she was turned away and not allowed entry. Good on your guards for following your instructions, I'm sure.
I trust them to do that much at least.
But Rosie has access through these caves, through tiny tunnels that go all over the place, many of which exit inside these walls. And I don't think we can tell her not to follow us here.
I can certainly at least. Oh God, yeah, I know. God, if she then she just kind of starts to rub her face a little bit. It's like if she. Well, you better shake her off, because if I find out she keeps following you in here, I'm going to tell you to stop coming here.
Okay.
Because I don't want her in here. She has her uses, and I prefer she stays within those uses, because sometimes children of ours that go missing because of Valiants just kind of climb through those tunnels, and it's like, this scary fire child lady freed us, and it's just like, okay, she has her uses, I suppose.
She is currently seeking out a Valiant camp that she says there are children being held there. And she's one of the reasons why she's following us is she believes that we can help her find that camp.
That's great. I still don't want her in the city.
Okay. We'll do the best we can, but I can't promise that she's not following us. We don't have control of her, as you clearly understand.
I know.
Nobody does.
I know. Well, except her mom, but no one controls her mom, I guess, whatever that might mean.
We'll see what we can do.
All right. Well, what was that all? Was that everything?
Last order of business. Just quick awareness check. Where are we relative to things, and has Quietford had enough time to get far enough ahead to do something?
Oh,
I'm sure he'll roleplay that after a minute.
Were you running?
Sure.
Sure? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
If I wasn't running, I would say I was just like walking at a quick pace.
Okay, yeah. So I would say you probably have like 2 minutes to get your companions out of that house before Enna shows up.
Do I know, or I'm just kind of just going as...
That's your intuition. You might be off by 30 or so seconds, but you definitely feel in need of... Well, come on!
Okay, can I... haven't rested yet.
Yeah. So just for context... For context, the last order of business that I'm going to bring up with Leader Enna is housing for the group. So that will be what we're talking about if she sees us at her house.
Okay.
I'll have been running too.
All right, yeah. Well, you get back to the house. The guards are still as inattentive as ever. Well, let's find out if they're as inattentive as ever. Aha! They are never punished. So, yeah. And then you kind of run in through the front door, kind of tired. You've been kind of fast walking. What do you do?
I just try and tell the what's happening, that leader Anna met up with Hopper right now. She's with Hopper right now. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll get out of here.
You should get out.
I don't think I heard the contents of the conversations.
Yeah, you probably didn't hear what we were talking about.
Guys, Anna's on her way. We gotta go.
Okay, so I'll suggest that Lena carry Sonora because I'm not strong enough, quite frankly.
Will do.
Fireman's carry.
Yep.
If Lena just slings me over her shoulder.
You got it.
Off we go.
Love it.
And then Rosie just kind of quickly just stands up and starts to follow you on foot. By the way, are you going out the front door?
Yeah.
No.
No.
She will go to the front door.
Oh,
we will
Rosie.
take the
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
We will try to find a back door, and we will also try to convince Rosie to make herself scarce.
How do you role play that out? What are you saying to Rosie?
Hey, Rosie, have you ever played hide and go seek?
She nods.
You're it.
You're
Go
it.
Sorry. Go hide. It's been a long time. I'm an old man. I don't play hide and go seek.
All right.
I'm it. Now go hide.
All right. Yeah, so she kind of like looks at you for a bit, but then she kind of points to you and says, "Close eyes."
I close my eyes.
All right, and then you hear some footsteps. You open your eyes, and she's now gone.
Ooh. Well, that worked. So let's head for the back door.
Try to make our way out the back then.
As we make our way to the back door, I'd be like, I just can't find that Rosie. She's such a good hider.
You did indeed say that.
Okay, do we find a back door?
You find a back door.
Sweet. Let's use it.
You use the back door.
Okay. So once we're at the back door, what we'll do is we'll swing our way around as to make our way around from the opposite side of the street as if we're just coming around the corner.
Okay. I'll say that you're able to do that successfully, right? And I'll say at about this time is when good old Topper and Enna are about to walk up to the house.
All right, and so this is here where I'm saying, in final order of business, we were trying to figure out how to establish housing. We did find that there was a pub that rented rooms with beds in them for various purposes. So
that's for.
Oh, there they are. Topper, Griff, we're over here. To wave my hands wildly. Oh, hush, child. just sleep.
I wave while I continue talking. And
give a badly poor timed wink, like, ha ha, wink.
And then and it kind of looks off in a direction. And she's like, okay, you're friends with. So wait, the pub. Are you talking about the brothel?
it seemed like the only option available at the time, and we do need to sleep tonight. So I've already paid for rooms. I would like to establish a better, maybe more permanent housing situation. What is the process?
Well, I could probably try to talk to one of our local stonesmiths about making something for y'all. Your companions that were with you before, the guy I can't understand, the kind of mean-looking dwarven lady, and the guy with the really thick accent that was talking about blowing stuff up. I had to spend a lot of time talking to him about why he cannot blow things up inside the city. But I told him outside the city he could do whatever he wants, and I don't really care. And I already, I believe one of my craftsmen is already setting them up with a house at this point in time. I'm sure that if I ask him, he'll set you up with one as soon as he's done there.
That would be much appreciated. Please send word to us at the Undertaker if once there's any news.
Sure thing. He doesn't really report to me directly a lot of times. I just kind of tell him, hey, try to do this thing, and he just kind of does it.
Did we talk to him?
She just kind of like takes a quick spin around, and she's like, I don't know. He'll, if anything, he might be working on the house that is, I believe he said he'd be making it on the east side, kind of like a little bit above the river, somewhat. But yeah, that's really about it. I have to go inside and take care of some things briefly. So, if that is all,
how long does it take for him to erect a place for us to live? Do you reckon?
He's a fast worker. He's one of our best for a reason. Couple weeks.
So are you saying we should stay at the brothel in the meantime?
I guess the brothel's the best choice. Unless you're okay with a tent.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Leader Anna. We will want to convene a party meeting and discuss a lot of the information we just learned.
Okay, and then
family meeting, everybody.
Yeah, she kind of bids you. She bids you farewell, and she kind of steps into her house.
Okay, first off, we need to take over this town.
I'm sorry. I beg your pardon.
This place is chaos, and we need to bring order here.
I wasn't planning on staying that long. Were you?
Oh, that's a good point. I was thinking.
He's like already trying to make himself in here.
I was thinking we could open an inn called The Best Option.
No offense, but it's not that nice.
You're right.
I love that. Were you thinking of staying here? Have you forgot we're trying to go up?
All right.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Well, lots of other information.
Who's paying for the building? Did she say it was free?
It's just a guy that works with stone. Maybe he likes working with stone as much as the other guy likes blowing stuff up. They should be friends.
But what happens if they come back to us for coin?
I don't know. I don't understand the economy of this town. So
nor do I.
I mean, people seem to have roles, but nobody seems to have a job. So we'll see what happens.
What do you mean no one seems to have a job? Literally every person you've met has a job. What do you mean no one has a job?
I think they might have. It's what's called a calling.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if anyone pays them.
Just a town of hobbyists.
You literally paid the potion guy to give you a potion.
It was like an Etsy shop.
Rank amateur.
No one has jobs here, and I'm just like, excuse me? They all have jobs.
The peasants here are revolting.
This isn't.
They've always been revolting, but now they're rebelling.
Now they're upset.
Oh my god. All right. After some time of y'all discussing about taking over the fucking town, you're still outside of Leader Enna's house. Yeah. But all of a sudden, you hear from inside the house just a fucking blood-curdling scream.
Oh, she's found Rosie. That's good.
Rosie's in there.
We didn't tell her
having a conversation about how much
Will
she
I
didn't
wake
like
up
Rosie.
to that?
Run in there.
Yeah, I would say you wake up to that, yeah.
Who's yelling?
And then very quickly...
Come with me. We need to help Rosie.
And then from inside the house, you just, like, hear, Get the hell out of here, you devil spawn! And then, like, Rosie just kind of, like, giggling, just kind of jumps out the window, gets some flame wings, and just kind of slowly descends to the ground and just waves at you.
Are you quite sure that she needs the help? I think we should be going the other way.
Oh.
She'll follow us. I'm confident in her abilities.
That's probably true. I was trying to defuse an incident.
Oh, please go ahead.
Yeah. All right, yeah. So
I'm
Rosie
just
jumps
gonna
out.
I'll take a couple of steps back and completely like do a 180 and like forward march.
Yeah, let's just walk back toward the brothel and I don't know. What are we doing now? Rosie's out in the street. So and Sonura is still out of it, but awake now. Yeah. I tell Sonura that I had a talk with Leader Ennis about Rosie, and she is very explicit that she does not want Rosie in this town. She says that the Rosie is dangerous and burns things that she doesn't like, so it's dangerous to have her in the town. I don't like that, but I did explain that Rosie has been following us, and we can't control her 100%. But Leader Anna did say that if Rosie is caught following us regularly into town, that we won't be invited back to town. Hopefully, this can be written off as a one-time thing, but since Rosie has taken a liking to you specifically, maybe you can tell Rosie that she should spend time with us only outside the walls.
Slowly processing.
You're talking to a very sleepy kitty right now.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm trying to solve this before 2 days of full rest. Can you talk to her now and ask her?
While she's in front of Leader Enna's house?
Have Rosie come with us back to where we have beds. Let's do that.
Back into.
Ashley, we're having a hard time hearing you.
Oh, sorry, I'm not sitting very close to the mic.
Okay, thanks.
Apologize.
No worries.
I'll go over to Rosie and I'll tell her to go back into the caves for now until it's safe to come out.
All right, yeah, and she just kind of nods and looks around and just starts walking in between houses.
And try not to be seen if you can.
And hold on, how does she interpret that? Hold on a second. All right, yeah, and then she just kind of she hears you say that, she thinks, and then she just crouches and then just starts walking while crouching.
Good enough.
Skyrim sneaky.
Skyrim sneaky. Yep.
All right, so we rest for 3 days.
Yeah.
Just straight up, you guys are gonna do a time skip. We rest for 3 days.
Done, yeah.
Well, I think
3 days later.
Our two options for this situation is either I can go try to talk to Leader Anna about what just happened, or we can just walk away. And I think walking away is probably the better option. Let her calm down a bit.
I second that.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this, right? So you go to the brothel, right? Or the Undertakers, as I should say. You kind of pass out everyone's keys and, I guess try to inform everyone, all right, these are the rooms. And as you kind of walk in, the bartender's like, just want to clarify, just beds.
What is she talking about?
Yes. I'll explain in a minute. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, all right. If you look at your keys, there's a room number. Those are the rooms you're going to be staying in. Do not go into any of the other rooms that are not that number. Please do not go into any other room that's not that number. Do you understand?
I understand. I have a follow-up question.
Yes.
Do these keys work on all the doors?
No.
Okay, good. Thank you.
But some of the doors are, how can I say, open to be ready to allow someone to walk in.
Okay. Well, we'll stay to our room numbers.
Yes. Please do so.
Slowly look at Topper and be like, where are...
This is the only house. This is the only place in town that has beds for rent.
What have you done?
Unfortunately, they're rented by the hour. I've paid us up front for 2 days until we find a better housing situation. But for now, this is what we get. Take a nap.
Highly unusual circumstances.
Put my paws up on my eyes, like shield. Right, let's just go to our room.
He offered some companions for our adventure, but I told him we were up.
I'm gonna like quickly look over at him and be like, yeah.
Companions for our adventure. Oh, they'll give you an adventure, all right. All right. All right, so
lock my door.
I was going to say, let's make sure we lock our doors behind us.
Yes,
very,
definitely.
very good idea. Yup, very good idea.
No, you don't want.
I burn the linens.
Yeah, and yeah, you walk in, and lo and behold, inside every room is just a bed. Nothing else. Looks like the bed has enough room for two, even though they rented each room singly to each of you. You can tell that they don't do this often. These rooms must be used for something else. You can't possibly figure out what it might be used for.
At least put a fruit.
True. Nice artwork.
I think about use a fruit bowl. It's like true. All right.
Just 2 oranges and a banana.
All right. Yeah. So does everybody take a long rest?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, after long rest number 1, Sonera, congratulations. You're down to 3 levels of exhaustion.
Yay!
Yay!
Just 3.
However, when you wake up, guess who's in the room?
No.
It's Rosie, and also a giant worm.
Oh.
What?
That's new.
You mean like a proper giant worm? Or like a purple worm?
It's a proper giant worm. It's
Purple,
just like
purple worms are gargantuan.
Well, that's my point. Exactly. It was like,
well, it's just like it's effectively just like a worm that's like the size of her, but like a lot longer.
Is it alive?
Oh yeah. It's alive and it's squirming around.
Hi.
She sees that you're awake, and then she's like, "Hi."
Hi.
It's like a kitten that
What is
brought you food.
why is that in here?
Friend. And she kind of like points to it.
Oh, friend has to stay in the caves outside, not in here.
And she just kind of looks sad, and then kind of like walks up to it, and like the worm kind of stands up as she approaches it, and then she kind of like starts to whisper to it, even though it doesn't look like it has ears, right? But she kind of starts to whisper it, and then she kind of gives it a hug, and then it kind of starts to climb out of the window. And then she just walks back up to your bed and just smiles. Hi.
Rosie.
Yes.
Who is your mom?
And she just kind of stops, mom. Mom is mom. And then she just kind of smiles.
What did it look like?
And she's... It's fucking Jim. Oh, it caught me off guard.
Sorry, breaking the DM. Sorry.
I love random gifs. They're great. All right. And then she just kind of stops and she's like, me bigger. And she kind of like throws her hands up in the air. And she smiles again. She points to you when you ask her that question.
Beside me, at my chest.
And then she nods.
Ask her.
And then she just kind of climbs up on the bed and just, starts to cuddle up with you guys because you're still just laying there. You haven't said you've gotten up.
And I'll have my feet over the edge of the bed, but gotten up or.
Yeah. Okay.
Rosie, where did your go? Did she?
She kind of stops for a second. You see her kind of start counting on her hands. She's doing some inner calculation. She's thinking. Still thinking. And then at one point, she kind of starts to count on her toes for a little bit. And then eventually she's like, 1,790 years.
Okay.
It's a lot of fingers.
I'll slowly do on some. That's when she okay. When did you learn how to fly?
And then she just kind of stops, starts counting again. 1,795 years. And then she just kind of smiles as she holds up 9 fingers.
Yeah, that's good job.
So wait, is she saying she learned to fly before her mother left?
Yup.
Okay.
Also, I want to make a very important note, because this is something all of you would know. The current year in this world is 1789.
I figured that out. I was looking at your history notes. She's saying all of this happened before the goddess of life created everything from the Great River.
Yep.
Current year is
1789. Okay. Anything else you would like to ask her?
Oh, I think I'm okay.
I was going to fill in Sonura with the other facts that Anna told me about her, but I didn't do that before the long rest, so we can compare notes later.
Yeah, I would say it's morning.
Downstairs.
And so you do. You walk down, and then just the bartender's just there. She kind of sees you come down, and she's like, good morning.
Morning.
Visitor? Guest? Visitor.
Yes.
Okay.
What do you have
what
to
can I
eat?
get you? Oh, well, we got some meat. We got potatoes. We got mushrooms. Got lots of mushrooms.
I've had an. How about just I get a half and half plate brought up to my.
Brought up to the room.
Don't kink shame her.
Ma!
God.
Do we deliver food to the rooms?
I'll pay for it.
She said she'll pay for it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I got you. Which room are you in?
I don't know, my companion's in my room. I was too tired last night.
You,
I'm not
you,
sure.
you should have the key
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
I'll just
like
hold up the key and be like, I don't know, this one?
room. All right. Room 4. Excellent. Okay. Good. And then she just kind of walks back into the kitchen. She's like, "Hey, meat and potatoes." And then kind of comes back out. She's like, "We'll have that delivered shortly."
Thank you. I appreciate. Oh, and maybe a pint or a mug of your finest ale.
Yes. Mug of ale as well. Okay. And before you kind of walk away, she's like, for the, and then she just kind of stutters for a bit. She's like, okay, that'd be 3 silver.
Toss her a gold piece.
Oh, did you want change? Okay, all right, excellent. I'll deliver that as soon as I can. And I guess you just go back up to your room.
I'm gonna like sluggishly go back up there though.
All right, and then as you kind of go
my
back
energy
into your
to be charismatic.
Yeah, and then when you kind of open the door back up, you see like Rosie kind of leaning out the window, kind of petting this giant worm that's now hugging the side of the building. But as you come in, she kind of like twirls around and quickly closes the window and just kind of
Rosie.
smiles as if she did nothing wrong.
What did
Is that
I
window
tell
on
you?
the street side?
No, it's not facing the street.
Okay.
Can you imagine?
Is that,
People see
is
this
that
worm
some
hanging out a
abomination
window?
clinging to the side of the building?
Do you say anything to her after?
Yeah,
she
Rosie,
caught her?
I'm serious about the worm thing. It comes back in here and I'm gonna kill it. Don't let it come back in here.
Holy shit!
Mom, you never let me have anything nice.
Holy shit! You're threatening to kill it? Oh my god! And then, like the moment you say kill it, she just like starts like panicking and hyperventilating. She's like, and then she just like quickly opens up the like the window and leans back out, and then she like kind of, you can tell she's like shooing it away, and then she kind of climbs back in. She's like, there was no worm.
Okay.
She's a liar too.
She's a liar too. And shortly after all of this, right, you hear a knock on the door.
Oh.
Food?
All right. Get up,
Oh,
get up.
right.
So tired.
And then, so do you just open the door?
Yeah. I mean, well, not like full open, but enough for like my head to like poke out and me to like reach out and grab the
Okay,
food.
all right, okay.
Not like full swing the door open, like hello. Like no.
Full swing the door open. Hello, would you like to see my demon child?
No.
Like,
No, just enough for me to like poke my head out and grab
Yeah.
the food.
yeah, and then you then poke your head out. And she's like, I brought you your meat and potatoes and your ale. And then she kind of tries to hand it to you through the door.
Thank you. Take it and close the door in her face.
It's just like, I hope you enjoy.
I will.
And then she's kind of like hurries. She kind of hurries back downstairs.
Like
I'm
just gonna sit down and start eating.
All right. At one point, like Rosie kind of like walks up to you as you're doing this, kind of sits down next to you, and then she kind of looks in the mug and she's like, "Drink."
Mine. Not yours.
Looks at the food. Like kind of looks at the food. Food.
Have some of.
And when you say it, she kind of takes like a chunk of meat and just like pops it in her mouth and chews it, while staring at you with loving eyes of an innocent child.
Sigh heavily.
And so you do, and nothing weird happens as you're continuing to eat. Will you take your next long rest after you're done eating? Excellent. And so you do. And so Rosie curls up to you again, because of course she does. Because she loves you just so gosh darn much. Even after you threatened to kill her pet. Anyway. How kind of you to threaten to kill someone's pet, chosen one, hero of our world.
Hero of all but worms.
All but...
No, that was a great decision, hero. Very well done. So yeah, you take your next long rest. So while she's sleeping, is anyone else doing anything today?
I'll come down. I'll take all of my meals in the common room. And I want to just get to know people in the city in general. So I don't know, like I'll just like walk around and try to strike up conversations with random people. However much of that you want me to role play, but the goal is to, after like 2 days, to be known as a person who, like, so people aren't constantly being surprised about saying we're new in town, and and just sort of like have my own general knowledge of where to find people that might be of interest.
Okay, sure. Do you want to just pick a random person and talk to them off my NPC list?
Yeah, you want to like roll like you do when we meet somebody in the street? I'll do that.
Hell yeah, let's do it. All right. Who are you meeting next? You are meeting Vixa. All right. So yeah, you kind of walk up to this kind of, she's kind of got like a pretty muscular-looking dwarven woman, kind of walking around in the street with a bag slung over her back. You make eye contact with her, and she kind of waves.
Hello. Nice to meet you. My name's Topper. I'm new in town.
Vixa, new?
Yes. As I've explained to many people here already, my companions and I recently fell from the surface, and we're trying to establish ourselves, so I figured it would be nice to spend the day and introduce myself to people around the town. There are lots of interesting people here, and I have not met them all yet, you included. How are you doing?
Well, I'm Vixa. I'm the butcher around these parts. Hunters go out there, they kill things, they bring them to me, I turn them into food. My life's not special.
What sort of things do hunters hunt for around here?
Worms. That one's pretty common. Just a whole variety of really weird animals that the DM is having difficulty thinking of right now.
All right. Do you have an establishment where your goods can be purchased?
Yeah. I got a place. Yeah. And she just kind of she'll give you instructions on like where to find it if you ever want to go looking for her. And she's like, yeah, I just sell just raw meat. That's all I got. Just meat.
Nice to meet you, Vixa.
Of a variety of cuts. Dad, my life's pretty boring. I just cut meat.
Yeah.
Was that
I'm
it?
sure. I just wanted to get to know people. My name's Topper. I'm an adventurer. So that's why I was interested in what gets hunted for around the caves.
Ah, well, I cook up spiders too. Spiders is a delicacy around here as well.
Oh, well, those seem pretty easy to find.
Oh yeah, no. Sometimes I send people into the caves to the north to try and grab some spiders, but there's a lot of them there. So, yep.
All right. Well, I'll see you around. Nice to meet you, Vixa.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Tapper. Yeah. And then
Yes.
Yep. It's really good to meet you, Tipper. And then just walks away. Would you like to roll on my NPC table again?
Sure.
Alrighty.
I love this last NPC that she kept getting the name all mixed up. That was it fucking killed me. I'm sorry. I love that.
Oh, just wait until any of you meet her. Because if you think that stops with Topper, it doesn't.
Topper, Tipper, Tapper. I love Tapper.
I have a whole list of aliases I can use if I could just give people alternate names instead.
My name's Tapper.
If you ever ask Anna about her, you'll hear some funny names that she's come up with her. All right. Next up on the random NPC table. Oh, look who you just came across in the street. It's the town crackhead mushroom god herself. Real. Do you say anything to her?
Say, hail the mushroom god.
How do you know about him?
I was told that you were the foremost priestess of the mushroom god.
I will
wish to
let
know
you
more.
kill my mushroom god. And then she just kind of starts backing away really quickly. And then she quickly turns around and runs into an alley with her arms flailing everywhere. Just like, they're out to kill me!
Just like that Kermit.
Yeah, arms flailing. Exactly.
Inflatable arm flailing tube, man.
Yep. Would you like to roll again?
I want to give other people a chance to do things, but I could do this all day.
I mean, would anyone else like to do anything on this day while Sonora's like, holy shit, I almost fell out of my chair. Woo! All right. I'm fine. I'm okay. I have not broken bones. All right. Would anyone else like to do anything for today?
Yeah, actually, I'll go check in on that that guide to mushrooms and stuff with that guy.
Okay. Yeah. So you know where he is. Would anyone like to join him on this journey?
Yeah, I'll go with them just in case.
Okay. Yeah. So
in case I need to rough him up.
Yeah, and then so you know exactly where he is. A lot of people have been there multiple times at this point. So you kind of just walk in, right? And he's just kind of hovering over. It looks like a pot with like a spider leg kind of poking out. And he kind of turns and he's just, hello. I was researching, as you can see. I haven't really gotten far yet. Was there something I could help you with?
No, I was just checking in on the progress.
Well, progress. And he just kind of points to, like, this pot that just has a spider leg sticking out of it. And he's like, does it do anything yet? I'll let you know.
No, I'm sorry. I'm referring to the guide, the mushroom guide.
Oh, you asked me to make this a priority.
How long did you say it would take?
A few days, a week maybe.
Oh. Very well. Good day.
Have a good one. And then he just kind of continues to stir the pot. And right before you leave, like the spider leg in the pot kind of starts to twinge, right? And then he's just like, back! And he just kind of swats it.
Good luck with that.
And then he just kind of keeps screaming as, like, you just kind of close the door.
He raising an undead spider army.
That's it for me.
Okay. Anyone else want to do anything on this fine day? Excellent. Well, before all of you retire for the evening for another long rest, someone meets you at the Undertaker, specifically you, Topper.
Okay.
It's Leader Anna.
All right.
She walks in, she sees you, and she's like, "Hi, you were asking about the child."
I told you she was following us.
You didn't tell me that she was in my house.
I didn't know she was in your house.
Why was she in my house?
That's a good question. I don't know. We weren't in your house, so why would she be in there?
Give me a deception check. There it is. You said the magic words. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's so unfortunate.
Oh, the high stakes. I should have done the Tides of Chaos on that.
All right. Well, you blatantly lie to her. You're kind of tugging at your collar, like, "No, we were never in your house. No, no, never. No." And you're like scratching her neck, and she's like, "Did you take anything? I didn't find anything missing."
I didn't take anything.
All right. Keep the girl out of my city. It's that simple.
I think I already explained to you that the primary reason that you're worried about her being here is that she can't be controlled. And
right.
I'm telling you that this girl is now following us and she can't be controlled. All we can do is go somewhere else. Is that what you're asking us to do?
I might have to ask you to do if I keep seeing her inside the city, I might need to ask you to do that.
So
I don't want to see.
I
don't want to see her again. I just don't want to see her again.
I will do everything in my power to make sure that you don't see her again.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna do an insight check for her, real quick. All right. Wow, she just believes you 100% on that one. Yep, she's just like, all right, I fully trust you that I will never see her in this city walls again.
Awesome.
Especially in my house, hiding in my closet. And then I open the door and she says, "Boo." I didn't like that.
That is actually kind of funny, though.
No, it's not. It's not funny. No. If she says boo, you know what that does to someone who's literally raised on tales of, yes, and this demon child could easily wipe out an entire camp with just a flicker of thought, and then you just see her in your closet.
Still kind of funny.
She just kind of like grabs like the bridge of her nose, and she's like, "Okay, all right, I don't want her here. I just don't want her here. That's it. I just don't want her here. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say." And then she just leaves.
Okay.
So, Siddur, you got your second rest in?
At some time during the day, I'll find a time. Maybe I'll be in the common room when Sinura comes down for a meal or something, and I'll compare notes with the stories that Leader Anna told me with what she might know about Rosie as well.
I'm sure I'll wake up a second time.
Cool.
I can run into Topper there.
So you wake up a second time. Rosie is still there, right?
Mm-hmm.
She kind of wakes up when you wake up. And she's just kind of looking at you. And then you turn around, right? And there's someone in the room with you. That's quirky. Yeah. Did you read that document about what a hollow is? Do I need to explain that? Would anyone like me?
I read it, but you probably need to explain it.
I will happily go over it. A hollow is a special race of people in my world. It's a homebrew race where essentially you are connected to what is called the void in my world, where you look like any other race, but you don't have eyes. And it's just like pits of blackness inside you, inside where your eyes should be instead. So you kind of sit up, you turn around, and just kind of leaning against the wall is this hollow woman, right? A human, right? A hollow human, I should say. Kind of leaning against the wall. She has kind of tattoos going up and down her arm, and she just kind of waves at you. Can you give me a religion check? Sonura?
She had to step out, but I will do it for her.
Oh, okay. I'll wait for her to come back then.
Okay.
Yeah, this is her whole. This is her segment for role playing.
Right, exactly. Yeah. This is her
she-
segment. I'll wait for her to come back.
Yeah. Our friend just left, but I guess her car is not here.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh,
So she just
well,
got
that
to-
sucks.
Just
Damn,
she is.
gotcha. Okay, I see.
Maybe we should just take a break.
Yeah, let's just take a break. This sounds like a great time for a break. We've been going for almost 2 hours now. Let's do that.
Sounds good.
Hell yeah. Cool beans. Take a bio break.
Anybody else here?
I just sat back down, friendos.
Okay. I think it's just you and me right now. I was going to ask if you guys could hear me eating chips earlier. I didn't want to cause a problem. I'm sorry.
We were able to hear that. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about it.
I'll try to mute next time.
Yeah. Fun times.
Yeah, I mean, I know my microphone is pretty good at noise canceling, but when it's like right there next to my mouth, then that's probably not going to work that well.
Eventually, you're going to meet all the NPCs I had planned for this town. You just keep making me roll on the table. I'm going to run out.
I mean,
they're already repeating themselves.
I just wanted to establish our presence. I was actually just thinking, I was like, for day 2, maybe I could streamline it and just like use my forgery kit to write up some adventure business cards and just start handing them out and just be like, adventurers in residence, find us at the Untaker. Any jobs, no job too small.
No job. Find us at the brothel. No job is too small for us. Oh man, I wish you did that. I would have 100% did that to you guys. It's like, yeah, I'm looking for the adventurers. That's a weird stage name. It's like, oh yes, what did you need? I mean, I have. Do you guys have a room or something? Like, how do we do this? That would have been funny. I'm still waiting for one person to pick Find Familiar.
As I was reading the sorcerer advancement stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? At level 14, if we ever even get that far, there's a special ability called Controlled Chaos, where whenever you roll on the Wild Magic Surge table, you roll twice and choose which one takes effect.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's interesting. Depends on how much damage I want to do. I can just pick which one.
Yeah, you can pick either the worst one or the best one, depending on what you feel like Topper would want.
Yeah.
Some of the ones on that table are hilarious because there's some that are just like cataclysmic in nature of just like, oh yeah, the nearest valley just turns into a mountain. And there's other ones where it's like the target, there's just milk in their boot now. Just like really weird stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just like, oh,
well,
okay.
Some of that is probably derived from the second edition Wild Magic when it first appeared. It was very chaotic and had that kind of stuff where it was like deck of many things level randomness and destructiveness, you know?
Yeah.
Is deck of many things in 5th edition? Because that was always so brutal when, like, that's how I always fucked with parties. Is just give them one of those and let them kill themselves, you know?
I'm actually not sure.
It's basically a full 52 card deck of playing cards that you can actually hand the players a physical deck of cards.
Yeah, it's in 5th edition.
But every time you draw a card, each card has its own unique effect. And all of the red cards are beneficial by some definition, and all of the black cards are negative by some definition, including like a demon appears and drags you off to hell and stuff like, you know. But then like one of the red cards is you get 3 wishes, you know. So,
right. Yeah.
I actually had a cool villain concept or like an adventure concept with using a deck of many things. Normally with the deck of many things you can't control it, but I thought it'd be interesting if a villain could actually control it and he would leave like a card behind, and characters would find these cards spent.
And you pick it up, oh, you find it spent. Okay.
Well, yeah, spent like as in like the king's dead because of one of the negative effects of the cards, and you keep on finding these, you know, figures in the realms that are being affected and killed and weird shit like that.
My trap card.
Basically, yeah. Like, but normally you can't do that, but it'd be interesting to like get them to figure out, okay, who's the person that's like killing these people off using this weird method. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a cool adventure idea.
I what was it? I did like a homebrew campaign, like for like an in-person group for like it was like a few years ago, and I made a homebrew class called the Duelist. You might be able to figure out what it's based off on, but essentially, Yu-Gi-Oh! Essentially, and the whole idea of it was that unlike all the other classes, the actions you can do is dependent on the cards in your hand.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, and a lot of it was very much based on like tactical positioning. You put like cards, quote, face down on spots of the battlefield, and if an enemy walks over because they can't see it, they trigger it, right?
Yep.
And then, but it was like also like pseudo bard-esque, right? Where like a lot of the cards were like centered around like buffing your allies, right? And I told my friend that played, I'm like, I'll let you play this, but you got to role play it. I don't want you to just be like, I play this magic card. So Bill, you get like a D6 on your next roll. All right, cool. Yeah, I didn't want none of that. I want to just like, I put down Punch of Greed. This allows my allies to roll 1 extra D6 on their turn and add it to their attack.
Yeah, you know how in 3rd edition, all the monsters were basically constructed using the same rules as player classes, and you could just add humanoid levels to a bugbear to make it a stronger bugbear and that kind of stuff. Because, and so I went through and I deconstructed all the elements that made a Baelor a Baelor. I took all the levels off and all the size modifications and bonuses and spell-like abilities and everything, and I divided them up into 24 groups and added those attributes to magic items that the players could find. And if they found all 24, they would effectively be a Baelor, but they were just finding pieces at a time. Like, you have wings, so and that was a really interesting campaign.
Right. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, dude, sometimes like oh man, my Saturday campaign had a real fun time yesterday. They it was mostly like a role-playing session where they just like got to meet a lot of people. And one of the people that they met is meant to be, spoiler alert, meant to be one of the future potential BBEGs that they can fight. And like one of the characters kind of pissed him off, and like I was all right. How would this bad guy handle this, right? Because he's not the kind of bad guy that would just randomly kill people, right? You know what? Now I think about it, he would just challenge him to a boxing match. And that's what he did. Yeah, he just challenged him to a boxing match, right? And then before the match started, right, he was like, all right, let's get ready for this boxing match. Let me pull up his theme. And he's like, wait, he has a theme? And I'm like, oh, right, yeah, this character has a theme. And he's like, am I dead? And I'm like, no, you're fine. I have a special rule for 1v1 battles with, like, really powerful enemies, because it's like, if it makes sense for the 1v1 to take place, I have like a special rule set that makes the fight fair but more luck based. So we did that, and the rule for it is if you get into a 1v1 like climax or cinematic battle, you and the target just compete with D20 rolls plus your proficiency and your primary modifier. And then it's like just first to 4 wins the fight, essentially. With me narrating the fight depending on who wins each, quote, round.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I only do that in like very special scenarios. And in that scenario, it's like, it's a friendly match. No one's trying to kill each other. They're just boxing. This works. Yeah, I'm not going to like make them go back and forth.
Hopper's not going to get any of that unless it's a battle of wits.
I do it for those too, actually. Yeah. Not like straight up. If it's a battle of wits and you get into like, say, like a chess match with someone, I will 100% run one of those.
Like a Monkey Island sword fight.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the anime Death Note?
Yeah.
You know how like both like Light and L would have like inner monologues as they're interacting with each other?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I effectively, if you got into a battle of wits, it would be that.
Oh, okay.
But those are hard to write on the spot.
Oh, I know.
So the narration's not going to be like that crazy.
Well, it's like, that's one of the challenges of a DM is, or any author really, is that it's like so hard to create believable characters that have mental attributes greater than your own. Whether it's wit, wisdom, or intelligence in general, it's hard to make a believable character that's smarter than you are. Right,
yeah. That's why, like, in a lot of like adventure modules that like Wizards puts out of like adventures, especially any adventures where you interact with gods, right?
Yeah.
Like in the section of like role playing this character, oftentimes they'll tell you sometimes it's better just to not try.
Right.
right? Like, you know, keep your sentences very short, very to the point. Just kind of act very cold.
Mysterious.
Yeah, try to make it as mysterious as possible. Right.
Yeah, I ran into that too in a lot of my campaigns. I ran like mid-level heroic campaigns, and there's always the inevitable encounter with an elder dragon or something, you know, and then you're just like, okay, look, dragons have like 26 intelligence. How do you deal with this? You know, like,
right, exactly.
You know?
Like I am dreading the first time y'all talk to Edar, if you decide to ever talk to him, I guess. Depends on
try.
Depends on how you approach, I suppose.
Yeah.
Y'all haven't even made it to Edar yet, so
we'll figure it out.
Because y'all got to get your resting done. I mean, y'all finished at least one rest. If you want to leave Sonura behind, I guess you can just go.
All for one and one for all.
Have her wake up in a brothel alone with a creepy demon child.
She's not alone. Rosie's with her.
Right,
and
exactly.
A worm, and a worm, and a Hollow Knight.
And a worm that Sonura threatened to kill, like the chosen one hero that she is.
I'll be right back.
Nobody knows the trouble I see. Nobody knows but Jesus.
Wait, is that how the song goes?
I don't know, man.
I was about to say, like, I've heard that first part a million times, but then I was about to say, I actually don't know what comes after that.
Yeah, that's about as much as I got.
Nobody knows trouble I see. Nobody knows, but he knows my sorrow. Yes, nobody knows the trouble I've seen. But glory, hallelujah.
Is that the second part?
Oh,
hold on. Now I need to like actually listen to this. 1 second. Oh god, it's such a slow song.
Yeah, sure is.
I'm back.
Wait, that's actually the line. It's nobody knows but Jesus. What? That's actually the line?
That's going to be completely random for anybody who's not following the conversation. It's like, somebody's broken Alan. What the hell?
Yeah, nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Well, no, nobody knows but Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the song.
Yep.
I had no idea.
Well,
the only thing I've ever known is nobody knows the trouble I've seen, and then every form of media that references that song just pretends that every part after that just doesn't exist.
Oh, except for Spaceballs. Spaceballs sings that whole part.
That's right. They do.
Wait, hold on. I've literally seen Spaceballs multiple times. What scene is that?
When they're in the prison.
What?
When they're rescuing the princess from the prison, she's singing that song.
Yeah, like in a baritone voice.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know. Like, what would that be? What's female version? Soprano? Because there's like
she's singing it as deeply as she can, which is
she's doing her best. That's what she's doing.
What you just like awoken like a deep-seated memory in me of just this scene because I had no idea about this scene. Oh, that's crazy! Wow, is everybody back?
That's a big fat no.
Big fat no?
Big fat no.
Big fat no. Alrighty. Oh God, I thought I knew that movie so well. I guess not.
Quiet, fella. That's a name I haven't heard for a while. He used to tend out in the fields. Never came back. Went adventuring, some people said.
There hasn't been a druid in these parts for 20 years.
About 40-some years.
I mean, oh god, what was it? I was talking to one of the players in the other campaign, and he was asking me like, "Oh, like you said there's rivers. Do the rivers go anywhere?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, they do." And he's like, "Where do they go?" And I'm like, "That's
wait,
downhill.
In a direction." And he's like, "Could a druid like just go into the underwater tunnels?" And I'm like, "Yup." Is there anything hidden in the tunnels? Good question.
You certainly try.
Yeah.
What? I didn't ask that. Oh shit.
Even druids are gonna have trouble swimming upstream in a strong current, you know.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
I was playing Breath of the Wild the other day, and I got to the Zora's domain, and he's just like, "Oh, you can't swim up waterfalls like I can, so you're gonna have to take the long way around." I'm just like, "God damn it!" Okay. Gotta be able to swim up waterfalls, apparently.
You know what they say? Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Stick to the rivers and streams that you're used to.
How y'all liking the campaign so far?
It's good. I mean, we're having a town day, but this is a good town day.
Yeah. You guys are mostly having a town day. Yeah.
You got to do that.
I'll be honest with you. Laura and I have hard times with shopping episodes. We're going to call them.
Oh yeah, no,
I'm like, oh no.
I'm the same way sometimes with shopping episodes. Yeah, where it's just like, hey, it's a shopping day, and I'm like, what does my character need?
Well, I mean, it's like we have stuff we need to do, and I was trying to like shortcut some of that, where I was trying to say like, I just want us to be known in town now, you know.
Yeah.
But so that way we don't have to like go through that every time.
Oh yeah. Like, I totally know where you're coming from, Isaac. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Just every single time you kind of walk up to someone and it's just like, hey, we're new in town. What? Oh, god damn it. All right. So
should we like have a name for our group?
That's up to you.
Because I was gonna try to make business cards.
Wholly up to y'all if y'all want to make a name for yourselves, you know?
I kind of thought we already kind of sort of did, but
the Spider Stompers? The Fallen?
Well, the Fallen refers to...
The Fallen is a term for anybody who's come from the overworld.
No, I totally get that, but I mean, it's appropriate. I mean, does anybody else running around here call themselves a Fallen? It's a you know what I mean, like, it's an assignment as far as like recognizing where people are from, but they're so far and few between. It's like the Fallen. Oh, you mean those new guys? Yeah.
Right.
Well, no, because everybody in Liberty is considered Fallen.
Well, maybe like we could use that as part of the name of our group. Like we could say we are the Fallen of Vyth or something like that, and then distinguish our.
They also came from Vyth.
No, their ancestors came from Vyth.
All right,
we're the ones who actually came from Vyth.
I mean, I guess you want to get really technical, then sure. Yeah.
But I mean, we're just spitballing here, so
yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
The Descended.
The Descended. We are the Descended ones.
We have been de-escalated.
Yep. But I mean, it seems like one also potential way to just get yourself known in the city is just to do things for the people in the city, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's why I was asking about what people needed and things. So.
Yeah.
I feel like after this multi-day long rest, and then maybe one more trek out into the tunnels and back, the Fungar will be done with spider potion, and then maybe also have the mushroom book for us.
Depends how long you guys are out for.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yep.
It's really easy to just burn an hour and run right home,
Right, that's exactly what y'all did. Yeah. He kind of walked back up to his shop after just like an hour, and it's just like, "Hey, we're back!" And he's like, "I barely got started."
Yeah. So, when Sonura swapped out spells on level up, is that a normal thing? So, like,
Yeah. Mhm.
can a sorcerer do that too?
Yep. If you are a
So,
spellcasting class, every time you level,
yeah.
if your number of known spells go up, you just learn a spell. But also,
Yes.
every level, you're allowed to change out one spell for a different one.
Okay. So if I decided I didn't want prestidigitation anymore, then I could get a different cantrip when I level up.
Exchanging cantrips, I'm not sure, but I don't see why you couldn't.
Yeah,
I would allow people to do that. Yeah.
Well, I guess maybe.
Oh, sorry, Isaac. I was just gonna let you know that was one I picked up on. I just got it automatically, so if you did want to switch it out, we would still have it in the party.
That's fine. Prestidigitation is a super useful utility spell that I was just using that as an example. So I think it's pretty essential for any spellcaster to have that if you have room in your slots for it.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Laura, you have prestidigitation?
You know what, I do, and
I thought you were a fighter.
So I picked that up with Xanathar's
Arcane Archer.
Arcane.
Oh, I didn't know Arcane Archer has. Arcane. All right, yeah, that's.
I could pick that or Druidcraft, which basically are pretty similar. I just found.
Plus, we have a Druid already, so chances are they would have Druidcraft.
I found this one did a little bit more than.
Okay, all right.
Druidcraft did, but I thought it was weird too. I was like, okay.
Cool. Okay.
That's pretty slick. Arcane Archer, nice. That's what's considered a subclass, right?
Yeah. It's an archetype, yeah. It's so basically the Arcane Archer, Isaac, is it's similar to Battlemaster in the Player's Handbook. Or the standard rule guide and stuff. I think they explained it about there too, but it's essentially, but you're a ranged combatant.
Okay.
And I do like my longbow, so
yeah.
That was the one that made the most sense for me.
We got 2 archers. Oh boy, I can't wait to find a way to split up the treasure between the 2 of yous. Hold on. No, yeah, Sonura's using a crossbow. That's right.
Yeah.
No, we're good.
I was looking at feats, and one of the feats was Spell Sniper that makes that makes single target spells have double the range.
Yep.
And ignore cover. And I'm like, oh, that's so good. But there was a couple good feats I could have picked from, but I decided my stats needed a little bit of boosting first. So
yeah, that's always the toss-up, right? Like your stats directly tie in with your skills and your magic, like your DC and your save throws and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But then you've got some really cool stuff that augments your ability to add like whatever class, like at least like Spell Sniper, for example.
At least this level, I had a 15 charisma and a 13 constitution, so bumping 1 on each of them made a big difference for my character. So that's more than any one feat can do.
Yeah, especially with the correctly tied in. What's that, Alan?
Well, also it's like if during those moments, so like what I like to do personally, whenever I get ASIs on whatever players I play, my first priority is just get my primary stat to 20. And the rest of the feats.
Yeah, I was trying to weigh the pros and cons between doing that or taking a feat, and I did end up taking something. Alert or something like that.
Alert is pretty good. Alert's really good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
All right, I need to make a note that you have alert because that's really important for me to know.
Yes, thank you. And I was looking at, I don't remember what it's called now, but it was like basically a sharpshooter, but for it's for the bow. But I thought that alert would be a better use based on what I've sort of picked up. With my Arcane Archer, I kind of got some similar things there. So,
right, yeah. No, alert's super good.
Did you like how I promised that Leader Anna we would do everything we can to make sure she never sees the Rosie again.
Oh yeah, no, that's why. Like, the moment he said that, I was just like, all right, let me roll insight to see if she can see through that, because technically you're not lying, but like you have hidden meaning there, and
Yeah.
I saw that.
It kind of made me regret not selecting invisibility as one of my level 2 spells, but that's always a possibility in the future, I guess.
I need to see if there's a way.
Wait, I have a disguise kit. I could dress up Rosie as like a normal human child.
Okay, I'm back. Thank you for waiting.
Hey,
Sorry about
welcome
that.
back.
Hey,
A friend of mine stayed the weekend and her car got towed. I had to deal with calling the towing company and getting that sorted out, and her dad just came and picked her up. So
gotcha.
thank you for waiting. What did I
No
miss?
problem. Well, we waited for you to come back because
Aw.
this next little role-playing segment is for you. How fun! Did you catch the part where I was talking about what a hollow is?
I think that was when I had to run outside because that's when she called me and was like, "My car's not here."
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So essentially, in this world, a hollow is just a type of person who can be any race, and they are effectively connected to the void, right?
Oh, that's right. They have the eyes.
Yeah, they have the lack of eyes and lack of.
They don't have the eyes.
Correct.
Right, lack of eyes, exactly. And the only thing you see inside where their eye sockets are is just pitch blackness is all you see. So you kind of get up, and you turn around, and there is this hollow woman just kind of leaning against the wall. And the moment you turn to her, she's like, "Hi, can you give me a religion check?"
You rolling initiative?
I was testing an initiative on something.
Okay.
A 12. Yeah, you actually just don't know who this woman is or how she even got in here. But she kind of waves. She's like, "Hello, can I borrow her?" And kind of points to Rosie.
Yeah, who are you?
Oh, hi, I'm the goddess of time. Great to meet you. I just need to borrow her for a bit. Is that okay?
Borrow is in for what?
I just need her for she knows. Rosie, you know me. And then like Rosie just kind of waves at her. Yeah, see, she knows me.
And I look over at Rosie and I'm like, "Rosie, is this your friend?
And she nods.
Have you hung out with her before?
And she nods again.
You like hanging out with her?"
And then she gets like a smile on her face and she nods very happily again.
Then I look back to the hollow woman and I ask, "How long do you intend to borrow?" And then I put like quotations in the air her.
That's what you did there, long. Funny, no one's ever made that joke to me before. For you, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna borrow her.
No, I need to know how long she's going to be gone.
Yeah, you really don't need to know.
Yeah, actually I do.
No, you really don't know.
Fight.
I'm going to like slowly like kind of like scooch
Um,
closer to Rosie and like kind of like put myself slightly in front of her in like a protective kind of way and be like, "I understand that you've spent time together before, but I don't know who you are. And I don't know how long you intend to keep her for. And now you're telling me that I don't need to know why."
Yeah, okay. So, let me try this again. Hi, I'm the goddess of time, Savaran. By the way, orange eyes, love it. Glad to see you got that working. Hold on to those if you can. Be very appreciative of that. But I just really need to borrow her for a bit, and I really cannot tell you why.
Well, she's what was her name again? Sorry.
Savaran.
So I had a quick question before
Yes.
role playing continues.
Uh-huh.
I'm guessing that the rooms aren't extremely well sound insulated in this establishment, and was wondering if any of the rest of the party has rooms adjacent to Sonura, and whether or not we can overhear this brewing argument.
Give me. Well, who do you think would have taken the rooms next to her? Let me ask that.
Sure.
Sure what? What does that mean?
If we
volunteer for a trivia.
Who's brave enough to sleep next to the kitty cat?
All right, who would take the rooms next to the kitty cat?
I would have no aversion sleeping next to the kitty cat.
Okay, so you can give me a perception check. It'd be a high DC because it is a different room, and they're not screaming. So yet.
Yet.
Oh yeah, Cole, you have no idea what's going on.
I can't hear shit.
No, like you hear muffling, but you're just like, Sinner's probably just talking to Rosie about something. I don't know.
Yeah, but there's a difference between tones of like 2 voices versus 3 voices.
Rosie wasn't talking though.
Yeah, well, Rosie wasn't talking, and again, you got a 5. So all you hear is just muffled voices, and it's like, Rosie probably tried to bring the worm in again.
That goddamn worm.
Who's on the other side of Sonura?
Probably me.
All right, give me a perception check. Oh yeah, no, you definitely hear a voice in there that does not sound like something you have not heard previously.
It's fine. It's our escort.
Do you choose to do anything about it?
Yeah, I tried to knock on the wall. Nora, are you okay in there?
I
Having a
hear
hard
the
time hearing you.
knocking.
Yeah, we can't hear you, man.
Oh, so okay. I'll try to knock on her wall and be like, Sonura, are you okay in there?
You hear the knocking, yeah.
I hear his voice.
All right, here we go. Give me a perception check.
Oh god.
Yeah.
You hear the knocking, and you just hear. All right, yeah, and then Severus is going to kind of insist, just like I gotta borrow her. And, like, you know, I technically saw this coming, but like I still got to go through the. Just kind of borrow her. Like it's not that hard. Come on.
Yeah, I would be inclined to. It's just you keep running away from the question of how long.
You are correct.
Mm.
Yeah, so let's answer that question and then we can move on from there.
I'd like to note that she's asking for permission. She's not just doing it.
Yeah, and then as you say that, right? She kind of she's like, fair enough. She claps her hands, disappears, and all of a sudden you hear from behind you, right? Just being like, "Hey, Rosie, we're gonna go play," and then she just kind of grabs her, and they both disappear.
I would like to report a kidnapping.
Mm-hmm.
Much for having a decent.
So currently, Rosie's going to be gone for an indeterminate amount of time.
Wait, I lost my child already. In like a day. This is why I can't be a parent, you guys.
She'll probably come back.
Probably.
We'll see. This will at least let us finish off our extra long rest in town without worry of being kicked out for having a demon child with us.
All right, the next day in the city, right? Because Sarah still needs 2 long rests in order to function outside the city. Would anyone like to do anything inside the city during this time?
So I would like to do something, if that's all right.
Of course. What would you like to do?
I'd like to just sort of zip outside for a second and see if there's someone on the street I can speak to.
Oh, we're rolling on the random NPC Die of Liberty. Where will we land? Where will we land? Who knows? Oh, this is my favorite part. I love Cole's reaction to Lucid Rosie. Oh my god.
Rugrats everywhere.
God, I love that. All right, cool. All right. All right.
Oh, that is a spoiler.
All right. So, yeah, you come across a halfling male, right? You kind of make eye contact, and he's just like, "Hello."
So I'm gonna walk over to him and just say hi. I'm new in town.
Like long walks on the beach. I'm a Virgo.
And I would like to know. My name is Lena. What's yours?
Conga.
Conga.
Yeah, Conga.
Okay. Conga, what do you have you lived here your whole life?
Whole life I have. Yep.
Exciting. I was wondering if you know, is there like a job posting board in this town?
Yeah, that'd be at the barracks, actually. Yeah, you can just ask for the job board, and they'll just kind of show you where it is.
Okay, can you point me in that direction?
You know exactly where the barracks are.
Oh, perfect.
That's where we first met Leader Anna.
Yep.
Even better.
Yeah. You know exactly where it is. And then he kind of does stop and say, wait, should have asked. My apologies. What kind of jobs?
Well, just, I'm just looking to see if you have any, for hire jobs around town. If you need any monsters fought or spiders cleared or things like that. I'm with a group.
Fences that need mending and such.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Empty out the latrine and
that's actually
gold.
I understand. That's actually quite fair. First of all, allow me to say this. Hi, I'm the blacksmith. Conga. Anyway, and if you're looking for work, I had a shipment that was supposed to arrive 2 days ago or so, around there, and it never showed up. Of like just raw materials and ore, and if you're able to have that show up on my doorstep, I'd be happy to pay some gold if that's something you can do.
Sure. I think what I'll do is I'll speak to my group about it and see what we're able to do. Where can I find you?
Oh well, you can find me at my forge. It's called the Conga line.
Because of course.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm on like the east side of town, and he kind of like points in like a general direction. Yeah, just walk in, ask to speak to Conga. I mean, it'll probably be me behind the, at the forge anyway, right? If you need more details, I will give you those.
Excellent.
All
I'd
right,
love to hear anything more you have to say on that. Like any more information you have on the shipment?
Any more? Well, so technically, I know it's frowned upon, but the shipment was supposed to come from Idar, or Idaria, not the dragon himself. You get what I mean. Mm-hmm. And it just hasn't shown up.
Okay.
I tried asking Leader Anna about it, but she said that she's short-handed, dealing with other problems. So I'm just kind of left to either accept a lost investment or hopefully have it back. Hopefully.
Okay, and can I ask, how many days away is Idaria?
2 days. 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 2 days 2, 3 ish.
2 to 3 days. Okay.
2 to 3 days. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll speak to the group about it, and you mentioned there might be gold as payment.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you bring back my shipment, I will happily pay you. Yes. I already lost a lot of gold on it not showing up.
Yes. No, that's definitely true. It would be very helpful if you could get that back. Just so I can tell my group, how much were you looking to pay as a reward if it's returned?
If it's returned, I'll give you. And he kind of stops and thinks for a second, doing some internal calculation. I'll give your group about 100 if you can bring back all of it. If some of it's missing, I give back less, right? Because that's less than I got back.
Oh.
So if you bring back like half, 50, all of it, 100. Sound fair?
I think that it does. Yeah. And what size is the shipment?
Big cart. So
Okay.
you will need multiple people to push it if the people who are supposed to push it are no longer able to push it, if you know what I mean.
Themselves. Okay.
Are there no beasts of burden in this Underdark?
Beast of what?
Beast of burden.
But beasts of burden are just half orcs now.
Okay. Well, thank you, Conda. That's very helpful. I'll speak to my group and see if we're able to help you out.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. It's hard for me to get any work done, huh? And then he just kind of turns around and just starts walking away.
And then I'll scoot back inside. That's all I really wanted to know about. So
okay, excellent. Anything else anyone wants to do on day 2 of Sonura's nap time?
Z.
All the Z's.
Do we know, does Sonara need anything? Do we know that?
Y'all haven't really talking to her much ever since she just started napping. Like,
I mean, I guess she's still coming down for food and stuff. And I was going to ask, like, we're all paying for food, right? So we should be deducting that daily from our money.
Yeah, so essentially, I use like the 5e ways of figuring out how much living costs, and it's 1 gold per day, essentially.
Okay, so just 2 more gold each for food.
Yeah. And that's just if you don't want to handle all of the, figure out how much each meal costs and each day. That takes everything into account.
That's what I was asking.
Yep.
So can we catch Sonara during mealtime at some point? If I don't, if no one else has anything they want to do right now.
Well, it also depends a lot on if Sonura is caught during mealtime.
Well, I think it's probably a good idea to establish that we should at least have 1 meal a day as a group and discuss what we're doing.
Sure thing. Yeah. So y'all want to have a huddle in this tavern?
And have a dinner.
And have a nice dinner together?
By candlelight?
If you want. It is that kind of place. They have candles, both for lighting and other purposes.
Oh boy.
They would.
Sure got a lot of candles around here.
As long as we're done eating before the stage show starts.
So yeah, you all have your huddle. You're all having dinner together. Some basic meat and potatoes. It seems to be the only thing on their menu, actually. What do y'all talk about?
I'm gonna fill them in on like all the stuff Rosie told me, like when I woke up and talked to her. All the like how long the years, like how long she's known how to fly, and like I'll be like, yeah, she says she's known how to fly for 1795 years, but the year 1789. So Yeah, my brain's just a little still foggy. Yeah, it's just it's a lot of information to take in. So
Well, I also share with the group that leader Anna told us that there's legends of a demon child that wanders the caves and has existed there longer than any other resident here, and basically they believe that that's just that's her.
And I
That
would
means
like to
she's
ask.
older than the dragon.
She is the dragon.
Oh.
shit.
I wanted to ask Sonara if there's anything that she needs from around town that we can pick up for her while she's resting. I think she still has one more rest to go.
Day 3.
Yeah. Like just to help speed up time in town if there's anything.
Very nice of you, Lee.
You're very welcome. I guess I'd also like to relay my information to the group from Conga over at Conga Line and see what we want to do with that. Does anyone want to take that on, or do we want to passively take it on? So if we sort of come across
I vote yes to take it on. I think traveling to Idaria and learning more about that city would be beneficial to our time here in general.
Okay.
Especially if we could figure out how to I mean, these people are telling us that Idaria is a very dangerous place, that we could be ambushed in the street at any moment. I'm hoping that some of that is exaggeration, and maybe it's a rougher town than this one is, but people have to be able to exist there, otherwise it wouldn't be a successful town. So, so just learning how to survive in both towns, especially if we're constantly at risk of getting kicked out of this one, is kind of going to be kind of essential.
Okay.
The one piece of information that I think I'd like to get before we officially took on the job is to see if there's if Conga has a copy of the order or the contract or whatever it is that
Manifest.
Actually lists the manifest and who's it coming from, so we can follow up on that side, if the shipment went out and where they went.
Have a trail. Yeah.
We could follow up with them.
Yeah.
So that's all I had.
No, I think that's good information. I didn't really know what else to ask him, so that's perfect.
Just as a note, probably what I'd be doing daily is as a healer, checking up on Sonora. So doing regular medicine checks and making sure her health's okay. Trying to cure wounds or lesser restoration. I know it's mechanically it wouldn't work, but that's still what I would do as a healer.
I have a question. Have I noticed my eyes are orange yet?
You probably looked in a mirror at some point, and
Okay.
yeah, you've noticed.
Well, especially after the goddess of time said, "Orange eyes, good job, keep it up."
Well, I was wondering if that was going to be me being what the hell is she talking about? Wait, what?
I mean, also, it would be something you could probably assume of just wow, I am a chosen one. After these 3, and all 3 of them happen to have orange eyes.
Got it.
We would have mentioned something to her too, right? She had one color eyes, and now she's been transformed somehow, clearly.
Yeah.
Graceland Major.
I guess I'll keep my head down most of the time when we're in the tavern, so people look at me too much.
Sonora, I got some antibiotics for you. Got some pink eye going on there.
Are they unusually orange in any way? Or are they glowing or anything? Or is it just they changed color?
They are not glowing. They are just glowing. What the glowing? They've just changed color.
Okay.
So is it the entire eye, or is it just the retina, or?
It's just the
iris.
Normal
Yes,
part of your eye that has
Yeah.
color is now
Just the
orange.
iris. Yep, the normal part of your eye that has color is now orange. If you had brown eyes before, not anymore.
Okay.
That's probably not something that you need to hide from anybody unless there's a known meaning for that orange eye.
Yeah, I don't even know what these mean yet, and I
Yeah.
guess I'll like fill them in a little bit about this Nova person I've known about.
Nova. Yep.
Back.
This also means that essentially Sonura just dropped on all of you a pretty hefty lore bomb that would be pretty, impactful to all of you. Because essentially, the Dragon Sisters, one of the ones that the Vythan people slayed, claimed that part of the origin story for the world is that there were 5 mercenaries, and they were just called the mercenaries, effectively fought off, quote, the corrupted one, and, saved the world, but, turned it into Harrow, essentially. So now, Sonura just came out and said, oh yeah, one of them, so the mercenaries 100% existed, and one of their names was Nova.
And she merged inside of me, so now I think I'm one of those mercenary people, maybe, possibly. I don't know how this stuff works, guys. But I did have a weird vision where she was in a battle with other allies who I think are the other mercenaries, and they had eyes like mine, but different colors. And I saw other colors too. It wasn't just orange. There was cyan and green and crimson and yellow and purple. Like they were everywhere. And it just, I think maybe we need to either find other gemstones like the one that we found in the caves that I approached, and maybe, I don't know. We need to find more caves.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything we can do about searching for them when
Or
there's
it's
absolutely.
visions. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I would say that I don't think there's anything we can do about searching for them ourselves when there's really no evidence about where they are or what they even are. Based on our sample size of 1, the gemstones find us.
Sonora, did you have any? Does your visions give you any indication of where more might be?
Well, I did have a vision of this cave system. It just like sucked me in. It was dark, and then there was a bright light, and you guys were with me, and we pushed against the darkness. This sounds crazy.
I'm very familiar. Getting sucked into a cave system. I think we've done that.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I'm not really sure, and I don't know what this means for me either. I don't even know what it does. I have this sense that I just need to keep going into the caves. I just know I need to keep going to the caves. I don't know what caves, but I know caves are the correct answer.
So I'm going to correct you on that, because from your vision, you would at least be able to have some idea of what you need to do, right? So essentially, what you saw in your visions specifically, let me pull it up because I actually did end up writing all of this down.
Yeah, I wrote it
down. Specifically, you saw, all right, your entire destiny, right, in order was revealed, all right, and you saw the following: a dead dragon, a light at the end of the tunnel. You go past the Great River, which is in the center of the continent, and into a cave in the middle of the desert. And you know what that cave is. Like, you have a good idea as to what that cave is. Your character does, at least. It's that cave, right. You are extremely confident that it is that cave. And also, this is a big lore bomb for your character, because you have an idea of what is inside that cave now. Because you now know that it's not just a rock cave. It actually leads into a structure that's like a huge labyrinth and an underground dungeon, and eventually goes to a dark pit. So essentially, you know that whatever this path is, that's the destiny it wants you to take. Whether or not you take it is up to you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because these are all things that you would know. Yeah.
A crisis is coming.
Oh, yeah, no, there's definitely a crisis coming, too. She would probably know, especially from the part of the vision where she saw planets shattering and colliding into each other, that if this destiny's not fulfilled, that might happen again.
Destroy the multiverse and merge all worlds into one.
I read that comic.
Anything else that you guys want to talk about at this family dinner?
Does she tell us about the goddess of time kidnapping her demon child?
Does she?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard another voice in the room.
I just forgot about the demon
Same.
child. Oh shit.
I'm gonna like slowly be like, yeah, quiet for you did. Entity that was in my room spoke. She took Rosie.
You had one job. You lost the child already?
Hey, listen to me here. This woman teleported behind me, grabbed her, and was gone before I could even blink.
So maybe we need to have some way of alerting the rest of the group when things randomly show up into our rooms that we think are locked.
That might be a good
some sort of
idea.
code word or.
Did you share
Yeah.
the name of who was in your room?
No, not yet.
Okay,
Nobody's like asked about.
that's totally fair.
One of those people.
Was it?
I think. And I'm gonna like lean down and like whisper, be like, "Have you guys heard of hollows before?"
Everybody has heard of hollows. They are common knowledge.
Oh, they're
Everybody
common knowledge.
knows.
I didn't know if it was like a myth
No,
thing or
I
anything.
haven't. Oh wait.
It is common knowledge.
Okay.
You
I skipped
have,
class that day.
I
every
didn't know if
single
that
one
was
of
like
you
kind of
have-
like a lore thing or.
I know every single one of you have interacted with hollows before.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. We've interacted with them before?
Oh yeah. In like just your day-to-day life, they just
Oh.
exist.
Okay. Then never mind. I'm not
This
going to be
one
all
in
secretive
particular
about it.
was not a normal hollow, though.
Exactly. Yeah, this one was not just a like hollow is just like a sub race essentially for all
Got
the
it.
races that exist. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Thank you. I appreciate
Some other facts that you might want to know about them is that one, they can disappear and reappear in very short vicinities. And so that explains
So
how she teleported behind you.
Yeah.
So the teleporting thing is a normal hollow skill.
That is a normal hollow skill. Yep.
Okay.
They're able to affect the idea for them is that they jump into the void and they jump back out in a different location. Additionally, you also would know some other fun facts. One, they don't have eyes. Haha. Two, they actually have 360-degree range because they don't actually use their eyes. They just don't. They're not like, or at least where their eyes are supposed to be, they don't actually use those. That just does
Yeah.
nothing.
Blind sense.
Yeah, so they just have full 360-degree vision, and they have dark vision as well. Additionally, another thing is that hollows don't die. At least you've never seen them die. The idea is that whenever they are about to die, right, the moment before they would, they just disappear. So corpses of hollows are not a thing.
I saw like different than called her goddess of Severin.
Quiet for it. You would immediately recognize that name because that name is actually a part of Zale's origin story as a god. Severin is, lo and behold, the goddess of time. Many people, especially followers of Zale, believe that it was actually her that allowed Zale to ascend in the first place, or at least set up events that would allow him to do so. If you saw the little origin story that I posted in the handouts channel a long time ago, you would effectively find that when he did ascend, someone greeted him. That was her.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. So you know exactly who she is. And the details that you know about her as just like a result is that she just kind of exists. She just shows up places, acts very sporadically, and no one really understands why or how. A very common thing that she does, or at least that people kind of poke fun at her for doing, is that she effectively has appeared at every big rager in history, every like huge party. She has been there essentially.
Oh my god, so she's like Whitney Houston in the 90s.
Yeah.
Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
excellent, my friends.
essentially a lot of her backstory is she ascended. She never wanted to be a god, but she figured, I'm the goddess of time. I'm going to go to every cool event in history ever. But also, many people who worship her believe that she has what's called the grand plan, where she's putting events into motion that would decide the future, even though no one knows what kind of future she actually wants.
Totally non-heinous.
Okay.
What was that?
Sorry, I was still making Bill and Ted jokes.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Quiver, you're very familiar with who she is.
Why didn't you tell us that?
You know what? I'm just gonna put my head back on the table and just try to go to sleep again. Just gonna put my hood over my head and just face down in the table and be like, I'm not talking to you anymore. Told you enough.
9.
All right.
What is the religion situation in this town? Is there a temple or anything that they follow a particular deity?
Oh, that's such a good question.
Too bad there's no clerics around to figure out that shit.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll find that out later. Okay. Well, I guess we can use this last bit to prepare for a trek to Idaria, if that's what everybody agrees we should be doing.
As long as I can sleep on the way there.
No, we're gonna you're gonna get the rest of your sleep while we prepare for the trip, and then when everyone is fully rested, we will leave.
I'm gonna half meow and half say thanks.
Keep an eye out to see if we can find some crossbow bolts for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Anyone else want to do anything after dinner? I assume Sonora just goes and takes care of the last level of exhaustion.
Yes.
All right.
Final level.
The final level of exhaustion. Yep.
Yes.
All right, and then I guess, and since it's nighttime, this last long rest will effectively have everybody kind of up and peppy in the morning and ready to go.
They have
So any
coffee?
kind of coffee? Do they have coffee?
Or something like coffee. They have hot
No.
bean juice.
There's probably a coffee equivalent mushroom if you ask nicely.
Yeah, we'll ask about a coffee equivalent
Brewed mushroom tea.
It'll wake you up, but it will destroy your liver.
Oh.
Be running face first. Houses.
Ooh, shiny.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, hey, you're a chosen one now. That that obsessive amount of courage and determination got you to be one of those. So.
And a free child that I lost.
Free child.
Such a great parent.
Say my baby.
Free child.
Have my mom listen to this recording and be, yeah, I'd be a great parent.
What are you talking about?
In preparation for the journey, I do ask around a little bit to see if there are any beasts of burden or even horses or anything that are used in this area, or if everything happens by manpower and foot.
Effectively, everything happens by manpower and foot, as you just kind of ask around. Yeah.
Okay. Just checking what the options are. Get some bicycles.
Might be long.
I wonder if I could use my tinkering ability and make a bicycle.
Make a unicycle first.
Yeah, phase 1. Next time we have 3 days of long rest, I'll totally be doing that.
1.0 and then 2.0 is a bicycle, 3.0 is a tricycle.
Yeah.
We just have one of those huge like tandem bikes that we're all going on the same bicycle.
Oh my god.
Nope.
I would love that, a
Nope.
5-person tandem bike.
For those
Like a roller coaster.
What are those big vehicles that like everybody gets on and pedals, and then like you steer them around, and then they like everybody just drinks while they do it?
I've seen those. You can like drink beer while you're doing it too.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the dream.
That's what you need to invent. There you go.
Okay.
Goals. Hashtag D&D goals.
That's our long-term goal.
My backup character, Tinkerer.
Yeah.
Literally, for a long-term goal, the DM is just like, "Hey guys, long-term goal: save the world." Nah, a bike.
We're gonna make a bike.
Yeah.
Let's strap rockets to it.
Heck yeah. We're
Like
gonna.
a roller
Fuck it all up.
I'm still
Can you
stuck
imagine?
on starting a business, calling it the best option.
sound.
We build our own vehicle. It will be called the best option.
Oh my god.
Like how we're planning this out. Okay.
All right.
So
Anyway.
it's the next morning now.
Yeah.
Next
Probably.
morning now. Yep.
I'm gonna go down and I'm
Guys,
gonna
I had a
ask if they
dream.
have anything like, does coffee exist in this world, or is there like, is that a thing?
This world.
I just need to know. I don't know if you allow coffee in your realms.
Espresso.
You know what? Yeah, so you know that coffee exists on the surface.
But do
I
these
think that's a
know
great
it
way to ask the bartender, though. Does coffee exist in this world? Let's just stick to that.
Okay, I think that's great. That's what I'm gonna ask her because I'm still gonna be half asleep, so I'm still gonna be like, "Is there coffee in this world?"
Coffee. Ma!
Oh god,
Ma, they want coffee!
God, I feel like Bob and Bob's Burgers. Oh my god.
No, I've never heard of that either.
Okay,
No, honey, we don't have coffee.
okay,
No.
I'll just take another ale then, please.
Ale. Yep, you got it.
Can I
And
get
then,
that to go?
She looks at the mug.
You're gonna have to
Like,
buy the one.
Filproof mug?
I'll buy the mug.
Okay.
You know what you should do? You should let people buy the mugs and then charge them to fill it back up.
Oh, settle down there, Satan.
Oh, recycling.
Wait a sec. Ma! What if we sold the cups? And yeah, she will sell you both the mug and the ale for 5 copper pieces.
Is it a decorative mug?
It's a mug.
How many copper
You're a
pieces
mug.
are in silver?
10.
Thank you.
It's half a silver.
Yep. So yeah, it's just 5 copper pieces. Now you have a mug now.
Oh.
Yeah. Woo. All right. Yeah. Anyone else want to? What do you want to do before we head off to Idaria? I just realized I have not been playing music this whole time. I am the worst.
OMG.
Just the worst GM. Absolute trash.
Hey, DJ.
DJ, turn it up. All right, yeah. So everybody's awake. That's cool.
I'm kind of go to the store and buy some.
Which store?
Did we buy potions?
The guy that sells health potions is Fungusaur.
Fungusaur.
Wait, did Lena and everybody go to the store day before? thought that they would do that.
Well, it was at night, and everywhere would have been closed. So I just said, all right, y'all just get your long rest done. You're all just awake and peppy and ready to take on the day.
Okay, so we're gonna go shopping now. Okay.
Yes.
Yes,
Sorry,
I need to go to this. No, don't be sorry.
I didn't realize it was night.
Well, because it's group dinner time.
That's true.
Yes, I forgot to. It's fine. Yeah, I'll go to the
And
store
Esther
too.
no longer has exhaustion.
Yay! No longer have bags under my eyes. Yay!
Now they're just orange. Yay!
Hooray! Yeah, I'll go to the store too because I need to buy some crossbow bolt.
Which store do you go to?
Blacksmith?
Great. Where is it?
I
Would
don't
you like
It'd be
know.
nice if someone provided us with a map of this city.
Damn it.
Oh. Whoa.
That hurts. That hurts. That hurts. Oof. You just had to go ahead and say that, huh? Well, anyway.
Well, I can wait. I'll ask the group if anybody's gone to buy any supplies for weapons or any armor or anything, and if they know where the blacksmith is first.
Lena, you know.
I was gonna say I know where the conga line is.
I was gonna raise an eyebrow and be like, what?
Well, if you'll get in line and follow me, I'll take you there.
There's no time to explain it.
Why?
Oh. Hey. I'm just gonna take a big swig of ale and then follow her out.
I think we said it was towards the eastern side of town.
Yep.
So I guess if anybody else wants to come, they can. But Sonara and I will zip over that way.
Okay. Is anyone else going that way, or are we just doing a two-person shopping trip?
No, I'm coming.
I do get some potion.
Probably not.
No, was it on the way to the?
Nope.
I do not go.
All right then. Do y'all agree on a meeting point?
The barracks?
Yeah, let's meet at the barracks in an hour or so.
Sounds good. Everybody can get their shopping done in an hour. I look slowly at Quiet Fur. You always have to take hours to pray to your Zale. So I just want to make sure that, you're ready.
We are all alive because of Zale.
Oh my god. I'm going to start walking out now and take more beer, more ale.
All right, yeah. So y'all know where the conga line is, right? So you, you hastily make your way over there. You approach, and it looks like a normal forge, right? You walk in, and you see Conga, the man who you met, Lena, just kind of behind this shelf with a huge forge in the background. You just kind of see him just dancing to no music,
Okay.
right? And he's just kind of vibing to nothing, but he's kind of humming to himself, and he's like.
I'm going to lean into Lena and be like, I see what you mean now.
Living his best life.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he's a happy guy.
And then, as he's also humming, he just starts hammering this blade to the beat. And was it's just and then he just starts again.
Just keeps going.
He's adorable.
Give me more.
And then,
He's a halfling, you said?
He's a halfling, yeah. And then he kind of steps away, and it's just and he keeps humming, just and he does a little twirl, and he's just and he just almost trips and falls, and he's just hello, good to see you again. You didn't see any of that, right?
No. Didn't see anything. Mm-mm.
What can I get for you?
Some supplies if you have any for sale.
What are you looking for?
Crossbow bolts?
Ah, yes. I happen to have some here. And then he kind of goes behind the counter.
Light crossbow, not heavy.
Yep, I got you.
I think they're all the same, right?
Yeah, they're actually all the same. Yeah.
I'm just being a prat.
And he kind of takes them from behind the counter. He has like a bundle, and he's just like, how many bundles? There's 20 in each
Bundle of...
Excellent. He kind of like plops it down on the counter. He's like, that'd be 1 gold.
1 gold?
Yes.
Gold coin.
He tries to catch it, but then he like kind of stumbles and falls backwards, and
Into the forge.
Oh god.
He just dies.
Oh god, no. Oh please no. I don't want to be known for murder.
No.
I'm gonna be known for murder.
No, you kind of see him fall. He's like, oh god, and he's like a little hands like kind of like stick upwards the coin. Got it. And then he kind of stands back up like for you, as he kind of gestures towards Lena.
Nothing for me. Quick question for Alan.
Yes.
Do I need to keep track of my bows? Like, or my arrows? Sorry, I always do that backwards.
Yeah, yes, you should keep track of your arrows. Your bow, I don't have any kind of weird deterioration rules or their weapons break or anything like that.
So
unless you do something stupid, I'm going to it's like there's a chasm and I'm gonna throw my weapon over there on the other side. Well, it's gone now.
Okay, that's fair.
There's a space in our character sheets to track those kind of things, right to the right of where all of our attacks are, above the custom features and traits box. You can track 2 different things and name them.
You can add more to that too. There's like a little plus button underneath it you can hit to add more stuff.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like where it says like class resource or other resource, you can just say like put arrows, right? And then just kind of have a total above there. Yep.
So then Lena would like to buy, if you have any arrows for sale.
Arrows. Same price, 20 for 1 gold. A bundle. You want 1, 2?
Can I get 2 bundles?
5?
2 bundles is sufficient, thank you.
So 3.
Yes, 3 is perfect.
That's what I like to hear. And he kind of goes back behind the counter, takes out a 3rd bundle and plops it there, and he's like, so that'll be a 3 gold.
Oh, hold on, she said 2.
No, she definitely said 3.
Yeah, she said 2 first, though.
Yeah, but she followed up with 3.
I don't mind. I'll get 3. But
are you sure, Lena? Don't let this guy push you around.
I do.
I would never.
You just did.
No. I just asked if she wanted 3.
You started with 5.
What's wrong with a shopkeeper asking if a customer wants to buy 5?
Why didn't you do that with me?
Huh.
So Lena, are you sure you want 3?
I think I'll get 2 bundles actually.
Yeah, 2 bundles, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll know you're here, and if your arrows are as of good quality as I hear they are, then I'll be back for more. But for now, I'll stick with 2 bundles of 20.
You've heard of me. Not surprised. And he like kind of goes to lean on something next to him, which immediately just tips over and he just eats dirt. He's like, you've heard of me. So 3 then, yes?
Yeah, here's my 2 gold pieces, so as many as that will buy.
Yes, of course. He kind of takes one of the bundles off the counter and puts it below, and it's just like, 2 bundles. And then he kind of takes the 2 golds, like, thank you for your patronage. I forgot your name. I'm sorry. He's like, Jeff. Yes. We spoke yesterday about my shipment that went missing. Did you decide if that was something you'd be interested in looking for, or?
Yeah. So I talked to my group about it, and they said that we're actually heading to Adaria. So we'll take that on for you, and we'll see if we can find it. We can't make any promises because we do have some other things that we're, we're on a mission for other reasons as well, but we'll do our best. We'll see what we can do for you.
Well, make sure you keep your wits about you when you're in Idaria. Not exactly the nicest place, I would say.
Thank you for that. We were wondering if you had any more information on the bill of sale for it, just so we can see the manifest.
Yeah, I suppose. And then he kind of, goes behind the counter. He pulls out this sheet. A lot of what's on the sheet, you're looking at it. It's just a lot of words. You're not really sure you understand. A bunch of different types of ore, and you're just like, "Yep, mm-hmm." But the keywords is that you figure that. Well, he effectively says that the cart would weigh about 200 to 300 pounds of all the materials total. And all of this was purchased from someone in Idaria by the name of Emel. Allow me to type that name for you in the chat.
Thank you.
Yeah, and he's just like, yeah. So if you could get that back for me, I'd really appreciate it. And he kind of snaps his fingers, gives you like finger guns.
Awesome. Okay, well, thank you so much, Kanga. That's all I need. Sonara, are you good?
Yeah, I'm definitely.
Okay.
Excellent. Well, I hope to see you again.
Ta-ta.
Ta-ta. I don't know what that means. Wait, that. And like as you leave, you kind of hear him say, "That can make a great beat." Ta 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 ta. I can work. And then he immediately.
I'm gonna do another "Oh my god" and then just walk out.
Oh no, he doesn't start dancing until after you leave. But you hear him kind of just say, "Oh, that can work." So yeah, that finishes the shopping trip at the forge, right? What arrow? What is this picture?
That's from Strong Bad. That's classic.
From Star Runner, yeah.
Oh my god. Alright, yeah. So Quifer, you are going to the to Fargar. To ask for potions.
Yes.
Alright, so you arrive and you kind of walk inside, I assume. And currently he just like kind of hovering above a pot as like this like you see the head of the spider now detached from the body. He's like trying to shove it into the opening of the pot. It's like, "Oh, hello, how can I?" And he's like in between like words, he's like trying to push it. He's like, "How can I help you?"
Oh, he's doing Skyrim alchemy.
Greetings, sir. Praise be to Zale.
What?
I was hoping to procure some health potions from you.
Did you say your name is Zale?
No, I said praise be to Zale.
Praise be to... I don't know any Zale.
How?
Is that someone? Is that one of your companions that's new to town?
Zale is how
like
do you
leaning on it?
Do you not know of the gods?
Repeat that.
Do you not know of the gods?
No, of course we know of gods. Yes.
Well, Zale is the humble farmer. Surely you have heard of him.
It's not any god I've heard of. Have you heard of, I know many gods. Who are the ones I'm familiar with? I know of, Adanthan. I know him. Hilda. Do you know Hilda? You don't know Hilda.
Perhaps...
Galador? Rodu? Leeming? No? Never mind.
Which one of those is the mushroom god?
Well, anyways, I'm looking for some health potions, sir.
Yes, I happen to have a couple right here. It's be 50 gold apiece.
I was wondering maybe if I buy 2, you'll give me a third one for free.
Oh, absolutely not.
If you look at that spider you have over there, I was one of the ones responsible for that. Perhaps you would be willing to help those adventurers who help the town.
Yes, but you see, I need to eat and live, and those take me a long time to craft. So, no, 50 gold each.
But you would not have a life to live if there were monsters running about.
That's really great, but I still need money. And now he's like kind of like trying to sit on top of the spider head, trying to like get it in there, trying to put his weight on it. It's like, why? Oh, hey, fit.
Okay, I'll just take one potion then.
All right, that'd be 50 gold, sir.
Hand him 50 gold.
All right, and he hands you a potion. All right, thank you for your patronage. I guess I'll see you in your group again in a few days, perhaps, once this is done. If I can ever get this thing to fit in there, I should say.
Right. That'll be it for me then.
All right, excellent. Tell Zale good luck.
I said, may Zale bring you bountiful harvests. And then I walk out the door.
Oh my.
I love it.
And I'll make my way back to the meeting place, or the barracks.
Excellent. So you all meet up at the barracks. All of your shopping trips are done, I presume, unless anyone else has anything they want to do.
I'm good.
I kind of mentioned to the group that, they've never heard of Zale.
It's gonna give him a deadpan look.
Hashtag what?
I mean, I kind of wish I never did.
You don't say.
Surely everyone should know of Zale. They mentioned some gods that I hadn't heard of.
Odds. You
Might
knew
be
who
worth
the
looking
goddess
into
of
later.
time was.
Yes, but I feel most people do that, especially followers of Zale. There would be no Zale if it weren't for the goddess of time.
I think.
Oh, you
It
see,
is worth
when
noting.
Zale arose to the heavens. And I'm going along.
Okay.
I'm going a tangent about.
I'm gonna start like slapping him, like,
Start
no,
walking.
shh, no.
Time for a cat bap.
All right. So does everybody? So what's everyone doing? Is everyone leaving? What's going on here?
I think we're ready to start our 3-day journey to Adaria.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! All right. Let's see if on this 3-day journey you run into any random encounters.
Time check for 35 minutes to
Yep.
scheduled stop time. Okay.
Yep. Let's roll this dice to see if you. Well, all right. Let me ask this. All right. So whenever there's long forms of travel, all right, the way I handle this is I will ask you all how you want to get there. All right. There's 3 options you have: normal pace, which is a 3-day trip, as they told you, right? Fast pace, which would be a day and a half, and slow pace, which would be 6 days. Mind you, right, you do need the rations for this, so this will be consumed. Also, there's different threat levels for when you do this. If you choose to take it slow, I'm going to assume that you're taking your time, you're checking your corners, you're making sure to not make a lot of noise. Normal pace is you're a lot more likely to run into random encounters because you're just kind of walking. And fast pace is you are sprinting, and there's a pretty solid chance you're going to run into something.
But at a slower pace, there's more days for a random encounter to happen.
I take that into account for my math.
Okay.
Yeah. So essentially, the way that it works, right, is that like if you go slow pace, it's gonna take longer, right? But your chances of hitting a random encounter at all are lower as a result. So I take all that into account.
Can we just take the night bus?
The night bus?
We'll do normal pace.
Normal pace? Alright, let's roll the dice. Let's see if you fight. Do you die? Maybe. Maybe not. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da. Oh, I'm pulling up my chart real quick. Day 1. Nothing. Day 2. Oh, during day 2, that is unfortunate. However, I will now start to reveal more of the map that is along the path to Idar. First, let me ask you this. Do you take any detours at all, or do you just follow the path?
There'll be time for exploring later. We should just follow the path.
Excellent, excellent. Alrighty, so I'm going to do a whole lot of revealing of the map, right? So bear with me a moment. I would greatly appreciate it. Sorry, one second. Surely you must have heard of Zale. Who blesses your crops? I love that. I love how hard you're going on the Zale angle.
Doesn't it work?
What?
No, I don't.
Alright, so this much more of the map is revealed to you. Alright, on the path towards Idar. I know I had a path previously, but I'm going to be honest. Accidentally deleted it. Oops, I'm working on map stuff on the side. However, when you all get to about... Let me kind of bring all of you over real quick. Let me get rid of the spider, because that's currently... yeah, that's currently...
Wasn't gonna come with it?
No, because you turned it over. Alright, so on this trip... About here-ish. Let me move these enemies into place. This will not be a long encounter. Is there any sound coming from Groovy? I just realized.
Yeah, that's
Oh, there it is. There it is. Good. All right. So, along your path, I need to do some quick map realigning as well, because...
I'll take a break for a minute while you're setting up. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie.
Roll initiative for me if you need to.
Gotcha. Sorry. Bear with me a moment. Alright. Does everybody see where their characters are?
Yep.
Excellent. Polygon reveal. Time to reveal more of the map. Say hello to the boys. All right, let me bring up the initiative tracker. I gotta bring up some better music. There's a reaction to Quiper's rant about Zale. I love that. Oh, I love that GIF from like that's Sesame Street, isn't it? Or am I just dumb?
Exactly how I was looking at him in real life too.
Well, you see, when Zale rose up to the heavens,
God.
I can just imagine everyone's just like, Where's that previous battle music I used for the cave? Ah, I found it. Alright, I need to reset the initiative. Because there are still spiders on there. Cole, I just saw that you rolled it, so I will go ahead and add you and do that manually. At 18, nice. Ooh, that +5 for Lena's working out good.
Curses. Foiled again.
Whole plan.
Back.
All right, we're rolling initiative.
We're rolling initiative on it.
I think.
Should we zero?
All right.
You're slow. You're slow.
No, you have zero. Like plus zero.
Add this.
Yeah, so you add your wisdom modifier. So your wisdom modifier is the plus number that is where your wisdom is on the left side. Yeah, it'd be plus 2. Yeah. I can edit that for you.
But what is
that's quirky.
Initiative bonuses? How do you calculate it?
So normally initiative is a d20 plus your dexterity modifier. We have 2 members of the party that are doing different things with their initiative because they either have a feat or something from their class that will add an extra bonus. Yep.
Right, because you said wisdom, and my wisdom is -1, so I was like, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, no, it doesn't apply to you. It doesn't apply to you.
You're like, please no.
You're good.
That sounds like a gnome. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I've been playing it appropriately.
All right, we're gonna order this in descending order. All right. Okay. Scenario, you are first up. You see these 2 angry, orcish-looking folks in front of you, and they don't look happy to see you. What would you like to do? Which one would you like to Huntress mark? Okie dokie. You successfully Huntress mark that one. Yep. Can you just click on that and just post it in chat real quick for me? I should remind myself what these boys are rolling.
Oh, time.
Yeah, the next time you hit a creature... Okay, yeah, so you don't actually target anyone with this. It's just the next attack you make has this effect. Or the next attack that hits will have this effect. So are you attacking the this guy on the right or this guy on the left now that you've applied Hail of Thorns? Oh, all right, the one on the right. Excellent.
She did Hunter's Mark and this thing. Are those both bonus actions?
Oh, they're both. Yeah, actually, sorry, those are both
one.
bonus actions.
Oh, I'm
yeah,
so
you can only
sorry.
do one. Sorry. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. I missed it too. Yeah. It's okay. All right, give it a go. Oh, that's a hit if I've ever seen one. All right, go ahead and roll damage for me, please. Oh, big money hit. Lovely, lovely. Excellent. Well done. All right. So yeah, you kind of come across on this. You come across on these 2 orcish-looking motherfuckers, and then you immediately put a Hunter's Mark on top of one of them, and he just kind of sees like a little symbol above his head, like, "What that?" And then just bam, and you rail him. However, you still have to roll a d6, I believe, for Hunter's Mark. That applies to the attack to hit, but not to the damage.
Got it.
So that would make your 23 a 25.
Wow.
Yes, you hit it.
Hey.
You did it. You hit it. You gotta roll a d6 for me, please. Nice. That is 13 piercing damage. So you just kind of come up, you put a hunter's mark on him. There's a little, he kind of feels an effect. I was like, what's that? And then just, bam, right in the shoulder, right through it. Clean shot. Ah! She hit me! And it will now be his turn for him to attempt to enact his revenge. He will... Hooray! And he can't get close enough, but he will try to throw a javelin at you.
Nice.
So he's charging forward, he's getting ready to chuck it, and as he hurls it, it just goes completely wide and just lands at your feet, but doesn't actually hit you at all. And it's like, ah! I tried, boss! Next up is Lena.
Hey, so where am I? I think I will just try to hit the one here, this guy, the one that's under there.
Mm-hmm. Underdark only applies for attacks that come from Sonura, by the way.
Yes. Nope. Okay. Thank you. I've lost my scroll on my page, which is odd, but anyway, I'll just try this. There we go.
Oh, lovely. Excellent. You gonna put any extra damage on that with your arcane arrows?
No.
Okay.
Not.
Go ahead and roll damage for me, please. 7 piercing. Lovely, lovely. So after he just tosses this javelin, he just takes another arrow to the other shoulder. And it's like, oh, another one! Cole, go ahead. What's he made of?
He's made of orc parts.
Seriously, he's got 2 arrows and... what happened?
No, he knows exactly what happened. That's why he tried to throw the javelin at you.
Alright. Actually, here, 1 second.
Oh, you're going back. Okie dokie. Who are you blessed?
That's blessed at level 2.
Ooh.
And that should give me enough slots to grab everybody, I think.
You'd have to leave one person out.
I'll leave myself out.
Okie dokie.
So you guys are all blessed. Hashtag blessed. That's my turn.
Excellent. Just giving you a little icon as a reminder. All right. Next is the big boy's turn, and he's not happy that his friend just got attacked. There we go. And he's going to attempt to attack Lena with his great axe. Does he have a great axe? Am I mistaken? I'm not mistaken. Excellent. Yep, it's great axe.
Yay.
What is your AC, Lena?
13.
13. This does hit. So this is... Can you take for me 16 slashing damage?
Jesus.
Yes, I can.
All right, and that is its turn.
Yeah.
Topper, you are up.
All right. I was going to ask if I could catapult that javelin that's on the ground, but it's kind of close to both of the guys, so maybe that won't be as effective. Instead, I will try out one of my new level 2 spells called Earthen Grasp. And I'm going to target the big guy that just hit Lena. What the Earthen Grasp does is it summons a hand in an unoccupied square, is size medium, and will grab what I tell it to. The thing will take crushing damage and be restrained if it fails a strength saving throw. So,
Okay.
so I'll summon it in this square here, and it's going to grab at that guy. He needs to make a strength saving throw against a DC of 23. Or a 13, I'm sorry.
I was about to say, Jesus Christ, what is the spell?
Sorry.
All right. So you said this big guy, right?
The guy that is adjacent to Lena, yeah.
Okie dokie. Let's roll a strength saving throw. Nice. All right. He is officially grabbed, and he is now restrained. So after he gets this attack, an earthen hand comes out of the ground and just squeezes around him. He's like, what? And he tries to struggle out of it, but he's unsuccessful to break the bond. Quietfur, what would you like to do? Oh, I'm sorry. Tom, was there anything else you wanted to do on your turn? Like movement or anything?
I'm fine where I am.
Okie dokie.
Did you squeeze the shit out of him? Is that what the blue stuff is?
Yeah, that thing's squeezing the shit out of him. And it
Tried
also
to draw a little hand.
Yeah, it also takes,
I love it.
and it takes 2d6 damage. All right.
It put the bludgeoning damage there. Yeah, 2d6 ended up only being 5 damage, but
Yep.
that's what he takes.
Yeah.
And it lasts for a couple turns. As my action next turn, I can squeeze him again,
Yep.
and he has to make a strength check to escape it.
Yeah.
It's not a strength saving throw to escape.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. On his turn, he can take an action to try and break out. Yeah. Quietfur, what would you like to do?
Okay, so I'm going to cast Fairy Fire right around. So that they're both caught in Fairy Fire and not,
All right. Yeah, that works. If you cast it like right there, like right here. All right, and it's a dexterity saving throw. Can you link that for me? Just so I have the DC available.
Have a DC. Yeah, Dex
Your
13.
spell DC. Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, they are both. Oh, actually, I need to roll again for the guy who's currently being grabbed by the hand. All right. So this guy on the left is not affected, but the guy who's currently gripped in the hand was illuminated by this fairy fire. So now all attacks against him will have advantage.
Transform into a bear.
And a bear you are. Excellent. Alrighty. Senator, what would you like to do? I must make one thing clear. If you leave that space, you will provoke an attack of opportunity from this guy. He will have disadvantage because he's being restrained, but he will still have the opportunity to do so. If that is something that you would like to risk.
Yeah, go for it.
Okie dokie. Can he hit you? What is your DC? Or AC, sorry. What was that, one more time?
16.
16. Jesus Christ. Alright, yep. Yeah, so he misses. So you try to step out of range, and he tries to turn to you. Where do you think you're going? And then, but like, he can't really get his arms free to get a good swing. And he can only swing with one hand, so he's just kind of wiggling it towards you, like, hey, get back here!
Yeah, I'll deal with you later. Kind of thing.
Excellent. Give me a roll. Nice. Give me that damage. Alright, give me that D6 for the Hunter's Mark. Oh my lord.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Alright, yep. And then again,
him in the
this
gut.
poor guy is just like, oh, boss, I'll free from, and then just another one in the same shoulder, like, where do these keep coming from? And
10 feet away, you guys.
and he is now in the bloodied state.
There we go.
12 damage too.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is the guy that just got hit. He's a little upset, and he, that he just keeps getting attacked by this cat, so he's going to run right up to her and attempt an attack with his great axe. That is a hit. The damage will be... take 12 slashing damage from me.
Hard hit.
And that will be its turn. All right, Lena, what would you like to do?
Okay. I'm going to.
By the way, just to let you know, an attack of opportunity does take a reaction, and you only get one reaction per round. So since it attempted to attack Sonura, you can safely move out of its range and not be attacked.
Oh, cool. I did not know that. I am still going to stay put, though.
You can use your bonus action in a
And-
second, which is about a way to heal yourself.
Thank you. I'm going to do. I'm going to try and stab that one with my short sword.
Okay, you will
but
get
I'm-
advantage on that.
2 of them. So one with my good hand and one with my not good hand.
So you're using up your bonus action with that second attack, so you can't.
Yeah.
Fine.
All right, so the one in your main hand will have your proficiency and extra damage on it. The one in your offhand will not. I will help you figure that out. So just go ahead and roll twice.
Okay. So, I have it in here twice. So hang on. That's my good hand.
I think I wrote we got one there.
Yeah. And then
So the first one hits. Go ahead and roll that damage.
that one is my not good hand. So sorry.
All right, and the one in your offhand that will also hit. If you want to go ahead and roll the damage on that one. All right, you dealt a total of 9 piercing damage. Well done. So he's just kind of gripped by this hand, unable to escape. It's like, "I'll get out of here!" And you just kind of poke him through the fingers of this earthen hand. Just like, all right. Is that your turn?
That is my turn. Thank you.
You should want to probably move away for that. I don't know if you want to stay base to base or you want to move out of frame.
Yeah, I guess. Sorry. Do you mind if I move?
Go ahead.
Since he can't hit me, I suppose I probably should.
Yeah, because he already used his reaction to try and attack Sarah.
I'm gonna come back here.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
that
right.
one's going too far. No, I'm good. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. So let me read this earthen grass spell one more time. It is restrained.
I've never heard of that.
I just found it on the spell list, and it seemed like a good idea.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm just giving it a quick read. Bear with me.
It's like hold person that also does damage.
Okie dokie. Well, it's going to try to make a strength check to break out. And it does break out. So as, it kept missing its attacks, getting poked and prodded through this, it eventually just breaks out of its grip and is now free. But he did use his action to make that strength check, so he will not have anything to do on his turn. Unless he wants to move, but he doesn't really feel like doing that right now. All right, Topper, what would you like to do?
I'm double checking if that broke the spell, because it says concentration up to 1 minute. And I can always choose to have the hand grab somebody else.
You may choose
I
to.
think you skipped my turn, buddy.
Did I?
I think
Oh,
so.
I'm sorry. Oh,
I'm
wow.
not Lena, so
I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead and take a turn. My bad.
I was like,
Sorry. If I ever make that mistake, just let me know. All right.
yeah, for sure.
So, retroactively, he is still restrained then.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
During
Okay.
your turn. Yeah.
So you said he couldn't take an attack of opportunity, right?
Yep, he already used his reaction.
Perfect. 1 second. I'm going to cast. I think that's 1 second. That's wrong. Let's see. Let me read that 1 second. It's left second one. Third slot, so that's actually printed. So I'm going to cast it once. Which one of these guys looks worse off? Which guy's in bloody?
The guy that's not bloody is the one on the right.
Okay, so I'll cast it on him. So he's going to make a DC Wisdom saving throw for 13.
This is one wise orcish fellow. He does pass.
No shit. Okay. Fair enough. That's my turn.
Alrighty. So he is unrestrained now, and we are at Topper.
Okay. I'll move off a little bit. And I'm going to have the hand try to grab him again. So that's a new
strength check.
Saving throw.
Yep.
And if he passes, I think it's no damage. But if he... Yeah, because if I already was grabbing him, he would make a saving throw for half damage. But in the initial grab, it's pass or fail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lord Almighty. All right. Looking at his stats. I'm just quickly seeing if he has proficiency in strength saving throws or not. Yeah, so effectively on this orc's turn, he breaks out like, I'm free! Nothing can, shit! And it just grabs him again after he just breaks free. And he will take 6 bludgeoning damage. And he is now bloodied. Alrighty. That's your turn, yeah?
Yes. I think I wasn't supposed to move that far, though. Hold on. Because the range of the spell is 30 feet, so I need to stay within that. Oh, I'm good. Okay.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you're good. Alright, and that's your turn, yeah?
Yeah.
Excellent. Quadfer, you're currently a bear staring down an ogre that's currently being held down by an earthen hand. What will you do?
I'll make my 2 attacks against him.
Excellent. They will both have advantage.
Here's my first one.
Go ahead and roll again. That one misses.
So I get +5, and I'll use my blessing. Right now it's a 9.
So about that, the whole person actually is a concentration spell, and so is bless. So I think, technically speaking, doesn't the bless get removed?
Wait.
The whole person's actually a concentration spell.
Yeah, well, but you can't. But Cole cast it, and he hasn't gotten hit.
I'm sorry, what?
What's happening? You're talking. What does concentration have to do with this?
Okay,
Yeah,
so bless is a concentration spell.
Yep.
So it's whole person. So as soon as I try to cast whole person, I'm concentrating away from bless.
Oh, okay.
On to whole. So I nullified all the blessings.
Yes. Yep. All the blessings are removed.
That's my fault. I didn't realize it was a concentration spell. To keep it above board, technically speaking, everybody lost their bless.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. So since you don't have bless, both of those will miss, even with the +5.
Here's my second attack.
Okay, go for it. Oh, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll me that damage.
11 damage.
11 damage. Well done. So this poor guy's just not having a good time. He's just trapped in earthen hand, trying to struggle out. Meanwhile, like, you got one woman just kind of stabbing him with a stick and then running away, and then there's a bear kind of just like chewing on his limbs that are sticking out between the fingers. He is not having a good time. All right, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Excellent. Sonera, what would you like to do? Go ahead and stab.
Yeah.
All right, that will miss, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right, is there anything else you'd like to do for your turn? Okie dokie. All right, Next up is this fellow. He's going to try to make another attack against Sonura.
Bring it.
This one is a hit. The damage. How much health do you have? That's right. I forgot you're the beefy ranger. Well, you do take 16 slashing damage. So after you fired a couple of arrows at it, it just starts running up to you, swinging wildly, like, I don't like arrows! And it's just swinging wildly, just running towards you. And that will be its turn. Lena, what would you like to do this turn?
Okay, so I'm gonna revert back to my longbow, and I'm gonna try and get this guy here.
Go for it. You will have advantage.
Perfect.
I need to double check its AC. That is a hit. Yep, go ahead and roll that damage. 9 piercing damage. Well done.
And I'm
not
gonna
quite dead.
stay where I am. So.
All right, yeah, not quite dead yet, but starting to look a little bit like it doesn't seem like he has that much time left in this earthen grasp that he's currently trapped in. All right, Cole, go ahead. I did not skip you this time. I got you.
Hey. All right. Check that. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to roll that, actually. Mistake. We'll wander over here and cast.
You're for 4, and you're a life to be in, so that'd be 6, I believe.
So that bonus should already be in there, I think.
Is it? I only see plus your wisdom modifier.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So that's actually +6.
Well, that'd be 6 total. Healing.
Sorry, that's what I mean, yeah.
Yep, okay.
Yeah, for you. Yeah. Roll.
All right,
That's me.
that's your turn? Alrighty. This big guy again. He's going to try again to break out of this grasp. And he does successfully break out of it. So, another turn, he breaks out. He's like, you can't hold me anymore! But we'll see if Topper has anything to say about that.
And I wish I could just like slap him with this thing, but I'm gonna grab him again.
Just beat him around.
Okay, we'll grab again.
All
Strength
right.
saving throw.
You try to grab, but this time he says, oh no, not this time! And he manages to break out of it before he managed to take any damage from it.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm trying to decide if I want to think. I kind of when do bonus actions. I can choose to do that at any time.
Bonus actions has to be during your turn, I think.
All right, during my turn. Okay, so but like it can be before or after my primary action.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use 1 sorcery point.
Oh, quickening! Let's go.
Yep, I'm gonna cast a quick spell. And they're both bloodied, right?
Yeah, they're both bloodied. Yep.
Okay, so I think I'll just do firebolt. I'll just do a regular firebolt at the big guy, the guy that I tried to grab and failed.
All right. Well, that will have advantage, but unfortunately, the advantage doesn't help in this particular scenario because he is still affected by fairy fire.
I get advantage because of the fairy fire, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the 12 still doesn't hit.
This 12 still doesn't hit. Okay.
Yep.
I'm done.
Alrighty. Quiet for bear. Orc.
Attack him again.
Alright, you do have advantage. Alright, that's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll the damage.
$11 damage.
Okie dokie. 11. Alright. at that.
Attack.
Yep, go ahead. Oh, that's a crit. Give me that double dice damage.
How does that work? 2d6
You
plus
roll
4.
you roll the dice twice, but the modifier that gets added is only added once.
Okay.
So you roll double dice is what it is. Yes. Oh, 20 damage. That is enough to kill. How do you want to do it? Tell me how you killed this orc.
Okay, I'm gonna reach over. It's my claw attack, so I'm gonna reach over to his neck and just kind of slash all the way across.
Beautiful. Alrighty. Alright. And this one is now dead. Well done. Alright. Did you want to move or anything, or?
Yeah, I'll move over to.
Okie dokie.
That's my turn.
Next up, Sonura. He's still alive.
Try stabbing him.
Alright, since we are playing with flanking rules, and Quiet Fur is right next to him, I'll go ahead and take that 19. So that does hit. So go ahead and roll the damage for me. 10. That is enough. How do you want to do it?
I want to stab him right through the gut and kind of like go up and like maybe out his neck.
Vicious.
Yep, so then, as he's swinging his sword, you sneak in underneath one of them, you just stab him right in the gut, just as he said, and just right up to his neck, and he's just like, just like starts to gargle on his own blood a little bit.
Is this one 100% Sonura's kill? Did anybody else damage that guy?
Lena damaged him.
Lena did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Almost all yours, so that's pretty awesome.
Alright, yeah,
I
and
kill.
they are both now dead, and combat is over. Alright. Are y'all going to continue your journey? You want to take a short rest? What do you want to do?
We don't need any resting.
Some of us use
I do.
spells.
I have
also.
8 health points.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
heal you.
Yeah.
Or maybe, a heal.
Short rest doesn't recover spell slots, right?
It does
No,
not.
it doesn't. Not well. I mean, some cases it does, but as a rule, no.
Yeah. So like warlocks, it recovers spell slots.
I got it. I mean, I was careful to not. I have enough spells left. I can deal with another encounter or two.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Prayer of Healing. I'll wait till everybody gets close by, but you all get 13 hit points back.
Nice.
How are we at now?
I'm full.
I feel like Sonora, you're still probably down a bit. Good. What about everybody else? Are they good for hit points, or?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah,
So
I didn't
how-
get hurt.
Okay. How much? What are you from Max? Sonora, what are you from Max?
Max health? 36.
So what are you at now?
21.
21. Okay. Let's try this.
15 from top. That's
Yeah, I think I made the adjustment properly, so it should actually add the +2. But there's not an additional.
It looks like it. Yep.
There for you.
Yeah, this is 1d8 plus 2 plus 3. Yep. Good. All right. Well, it is 9 p.m., right? So we did hit the 4-hour mark. So I guess we can just call it here, and then next time y'all show up to Idari, I should say. At least if the last day doesn't have any more random encounters, I should say.
That's fair.
So, we will see how that goes. Does anyone want to provide out any inspiration to any of their comrades for any excellent plays today?
I'd like to give one to Lena for carrying me. Like,
That's fair.
I'm just like ragdoll, and she's all like, "Whoop, I got you."
As I
I wanted to compliment Sonura for role-playing Sleepy. Was pretty awesome.
That was pretty
Thank
funny
you.
too. Yeah.
yeah, it was.
You know, then both of you can add inspiration. That's totally fine.
Thank you.
All right, but yeah, thank you everyone for joining me again on this wonderful journey.
Yeah, thank you.
Through the
Thank you guys for waiting. Buckled it.
Oh gosh.
It was a normal break. We normally take breaks in the middle.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
was perfectly timed.
All right. See you guys next week.
All right, I'll see you all
guys.
next week. All right, bye.
Bye.